Hey all, J-Man here. I just wanted to tell you about beardedshirts.com. It's a great place to get a lot of cool superhero shirts and other merchandise. You can scroll, they've always got sales on. As you can see, they've got these really cool print all over shirts, which I really love. That's Eddie, the founder of the site. And if you're looking for stuff, all you got to do is you click on the search here and you can type in all over. And that's going to show you the all over prints, which are really, really cool. Look at that. You got Legion of Superheroes, you got Brave and the Bold, you got JSA, you got Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all kinds of stuff. So check out beardedshirts.com. Sorry about that. I was on mute. Welcome to the Legion live stream. This is episode number 71, which is crazy. I thought I'd start early today. We'll just kind of go through everything and see what happens. All right. So I got to point out right off the bat here that we do have a new member. Oh my gosh. Where's my, it should be starred here. Yes. Just Joe has become a member. Thank you so much, Joe. I really appreciate it. I think I'm going to start. I might start adding some extra perks to becoming a member. I'm just trying to figure out what I can do in the new year. I think most of the people, I might share some of the stuff that I have on some of my drives that that it's a little bit harder to find. I might do something like that. So that might actually be something. But thanks so much for joining, man. I really appreciate it. Where's my, I'll do the Elvira jumping up and down. I'll do Tiffany Stratton giving the kisses. What else? What's the other? Oh yeah. And of course the, I'll give you this thank you as well. So I really appreciate it. All right. So let's talk about what's going on. So Wednesday, we're going to be going live. Now, this will be at 8 p.m. on Action Elite. So this will be on the Action Elite. We're going to be talking about Den of Thieves. Part 2 is coming out. And my friend Owen wanted to cover Part 1 since we never really talked about it. So why not this Wednesday? This Friday is Avengers Earth's Mightiest Friday. And Doctor Doom appears in this one. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So we got Doctor Doom. We got Wasp comes back in there with Atuma. I haven't read the other 2 issues yet, but it's going to be a lot of fun to talk about this. And look at that, Giant Man back at last. I don't know. Were you excited for Giant Man to come back? I guess so. This Sunday, we're going to be doing Judge Dredd on Days of High Adventure. So Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be talking about both Dredd films. So that's going to be pretty fun. And we've got a few people lined up for that as well. So that'll be good. And next week is going to be number 72. So this is going to be episode 72 of the Legion live stream. These are the issues that we're going to be talking about. Oh, and I've got the shirt of that one. Yes. Oh, I'm so excited to talk about that last one. That's going to be so cool. That's going to be really cool. All right, let's thank the members. So, of course, Dan, Sean, Steven, Brennan, Mark D, RR, Philip, S182, Digger Jim, Quagnar, Legion of Comics, and Just Joe, who just became a member. Thanks to all you guys. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate the support. So thank you. All right. So I know I started a bit early. Joe Dog was here first. Hey, how's it going? Let's see. You read Teen Titans. Oh yes. Sorry. You know what? I wanted to thank. I gotta make sure to thank Clobberin Times, Mike Alonzo. We always thank him because he is a legendary Legionnaire. I got thrown off because I had a new member and I was like, I feel like I've missed something. So I just want to, of course, thank Clobberin Times, Mike Alonzo. He loves the Legion. So put a CT in the chat. I know you guys already got me. All right. So you already got the CT in there. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. You're at Teen Titans 41, 43, 45. Oh, wow, that's a lot. 209 Superman 1939, volume 1, 201, 204. Oh, awesome. I haven't gone back that far in Superman. You're really pissed off now. Oh, what happened? I just watched a trailer for this shitty spot. Oh yeah, of course it was going to be. Joe Dog, did you think that was going to be good? No, you know it wasn't going to be good. I saw the trailer. It's terrible. The trailer was terrible. Come on. It was awful. All right, so new Spider-Man animation is supposed to call your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Yeah, it sucks. It totally sucks. Spider-Man is one of your favorite superheroes. Me too. I got Spidey and Hulk right next to each other right there. Favorite superheroes growing up, and now look at him. He's becoming a hipster stream. Yeah. It's just terrible. I hated it. I hate it too. I thought it was really terrible. What a garbage way. Yep. Star Wars Marvel Purist is here. Hey, how's it going? Lurking and working. Awesome. Well, let's get you. Let me put your link up. Hold on a second here. I know you're not a big DC guy, but thanks for coming on anyways. So make sure you guys are subscribed to Purist. I was just on his show not too long ago talking about Kraven, The Last Hunt, the real Kraven, the actual comic book Kraven, not the cheesy movie Kraven. We actually talked about the real Kraven the Hunter. So make sure you guys are subscribed, and I'll put that up every so often. I started early today. I don't know. I just felt like let's do it. Yes, please like the button. Yes, thank you. I know. You like DC just specialized. I know. I know you like DC. It's tough. I don't know if I can't think of if I like one more than the other. You know what I mean? Like, I was reading Avengers today in preparation for Friday, and I was just thinking how exciting it was. You know, like I think both companies, they kind of toggle. Like I'm not for or against one or the other. I love both companies. I think, see, my three favorite characters of all time is the Trinity. And then if I had to expand that list, I would then expand it to the sidekicks. So like Robin and Supergirl, right? I also like Green Arrow and Jonah Hex and Aquaman, Swamp Thing. I guess that's like my top whatever. No, and then if you include those, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's my top 10 characters right there, DC. For Marvel, I like the guys that everyone likes. So it's be like, you know, Cyclops, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Hulk, Hawkeye, like Daredevil. So the guys that I really love tend to be the DC characters. But then after those few DC characters, the rest is all Marvel. Like the thing is that I love Vision and Scarlet Witch and Jean Grey, and even like side characters. Like I love Wonder Man. I think he's a great character. I like Polaris a lot. I love Quicksilver. So it starts to get pretty expansive at that point, right? Because I found that with DC, unless you're one of the main guys, you know, like a Flash or something, I don't care about you that much. It's basically like Super Friends. And then who's ever on that team, that's who I love. And then after that, it's the Marvel guys. It's all Marvel guys. And there's a greater chance of me liking a Marvel guy than not. But I find that the current Marvel comics are just terrible, except for Wolverine. I like the Wolverine solo comic. That's the only Marvel comic I'm buying. I am buying Deadpool Team Up because it's Rob Liefeld and it's his last Deadpool series. So I'm buying that. But other than that, no, I can't do any Marvel comics. Star Wars Marvel comics are completely dead for me. Ewoks seemed kind of interesting, the comic. Sean reviewed that on his channel. So there you go. Your top three. So sorry, what did I miss here? Not with MCU projects. Yeah, Born Again. I mean, I'm going to watch it. So we'll see what happens, I suppose. Not the MCU project. Okay, Joe changed me to superficial. Never do Netflix creators, just the cancer. Okay, top three. Joe, what happened here? I'm stuck. Top three are Spider-Man, Daredevil, Ghost Rider. Oh, those are, yeah, I like Ghost Rider too. Spy, Ghost Rider, Punisher, Thor. I love Punisher. One of my first completed collections was Punisher War Journal. So I love Punisher. He's in my 10. I love Captain America. So, I mean, I love so many of the Marvel characters. It's crazy. DC for Marvel, for DC's Batman, Superman, Dawn, Troy, Wonder Girl. Yeah, I know those are your favorites. Iron Man Burn. I never read any of it. Never read any of that one. Supes, Batman, Dr. Fate, Green Lantern, Lobo. Yeah, those are all good characters. Yeah, I like everybody. Hello. Hey, Classic Comics. Thanks for coming on, buddy. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Classic Comics. He's been joining me now many, many weeks on Avengers. Classic Comics. There you go. There's Classics channel as well. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. I'm paying double, so it better be working good. Make sure you subscribe to Classic Comics as well. Link is right there, and Purist as well. So, all right, let's take a look here. This week's Legion is pretty good, man. It's some good ones today. I'll tell you that much right now. Sean may or may not be here as well. He's given me the sort of, he'll kind of be here when he's here. He might pop in. He might not be able to pop in. So he's just got he's an admin on the channel, so he can just pop in anytime he wants. And if he can make it, he'll make it. If he can't, he can't. That's it. We're just keeping it loose that way. We're gonna keep it really loose. You're gonna go see. Oh, you're gonna go see Nosferatu? Yeah. Why don't you message me on that? Tell me what your thoughts are on that one. I didn't see it. I watched The Witch and I watched The Lighthouse and I watched The Northman, and I thought all of them were kind of long and kind of boring. And then I bought Witch on 4K and I bought Northman on 4K, and I'll get The Lighthouse. I'll get The Lighthouse as well, even though I thought they're all kind of boring. There's something, there's something about Eggers. The movies are kind of slow and boring, but I kind of still like them anyways, just because I don't know why. So I didn't see Bad Boys. Is that I don't like Bad Boys. I saw Bad Boys 1 and I thought it was whatever. And I never saw any other Bad Boys movies. I only saw Bad Boys 1 and I didn't think it was that good. So I never watched any of the other ones. I don't like Michael Bay movies at all, pretty much. I can't think of one. Even The Rock, which people think is somewhat better. It's okay, I guess. I don't know. Is Bad Boys Michael Bay? I feel like it's Michael Bay. It's Bad Boys. Sure, whichever one it is. I didn't see. I only saw Bad Boys 1. I'm not a fan of it. It's not for me. All right. Let's talk about. Let's get the credits here for this thing. Okay, so this is Legion of Superheroes, Volume 2, technically. Issue number 273. It's March 1981. That's the cover date. It doesn't give the date. That is weird. Did it never give the date? I don't have the actual date. All right. Anyway, that's the cover date. So cover artist is Rich Buckler. And the executive editor was Joe Orlando. Writer is Jerry Conway. Penciler Jim Janes. Inker is Frank C. Color is Bob LaRose. Letters by Ben Oda, and the editor was Jack C. Harris. So A Murderer Among Us is what this one is. Oh my God, a murderer. Hey, Edward, how's it going, man? Been 43 years since you read these. Wow. That's crazy. It's crazy, yeah. Yeah, we're in the early 80s. This is early 80s right now. Early 80s right now. Okay, well, I've got to say that these 4 issues are really good. All of these issues are really good tonight. 25-page epic. So we have the new president, which is Colossal Boy's mom. So Colossal Boy's mom is the new president. And is this going to jump around all the time again? It's already started to flicker on me. A murderer among us. You're the murderer. Okay, so what's going on here is that she's concerned about the Legion and saying you guys are going to have to disband unless you take care of this situation where you have a murderer. You literally have a murderer present. And it's okay. And, and Wildfire's kind of what's with the council here? You guys are, crazy. Brainiac 5's mom. It's Colossal Boy's mom. Marta or whatever her name is. So he's like, what the heck's going on here with this crap? So she's like, look, there's a murderer here, Brainiac 5. Sure, he went crazy and he's cured, but still he goes unpunished as a murderer. So there's that to still consider. I'm just checking my internet connection here. And you've got to figure it out, because he's like, what's going on here? Yeah. So this is that woman who was murdered, who was Ultra Boy was framed. Remember that one? That was a Jim Starlin comic, I believe. And I don't remember her name. It was a weird name. It was she had like a weird name, Rid something, or Anne Rid. So she was the one who was murdered, and they tried to see what was going on, and you came out thinking that, oh, it was Brainiac 5, but obviously it's not Brainiac 5. We'll find out what's going on. So they're like, yeah, you guys have got to solve this. Like, you've got to solve this crime or whatever, or punish Brainiac or whatever, right? So they're like, okay, well, let's figure out. First of all, there's the evidence. This is a bit of a recap. The evidence pointed to Ultra Boy as the killer, but it wasn't. Of course, they found the flight ring and the corpse and all that. They're like, your guilt remains. That's Brainiac 5 being accused there. Now, it's not Brainiac 5, which we're going to find out, but still, Brainiac 5, at least at that time, he was considered the killer. So he's like, okay, she's right. He kind of walks off, and he's like, I've got to kind of figure this out. In the meantime, Chameleon Boy was the first guy to get on the case and try to help clear Ultra Boy. So he's not sure if he missed something, or if he's kind of maybe messed up the investigation. So he's concerned about that. So they're going to go, you're going to get a team going here, and they're going to go and see what's going on here. Now, we have a little bit with Timberwolf here also. And Timberwolf is kind of like, he's not feeling the Legion as much. And he's like, there's too many people around, and he kind of wants to be on his own. So there's that whole thing. And he's talking to Lightlass about it. So he's confiding in her. In the meantime, Colossal Boy is a bit pissed with his mom too, because he's like, oh, why is my mom being all weird now? She came in and became the president. I thought this was going to be good, but now she's being really weird about everything. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf, baby. That's it. I can't be messing around here with all these people. So he comes to talk to his mom, and she kind of makes fun of his costume. Like, really? It's like, she's like, Jim, goodness, son, do you have to stride around the city like something out of a fairy tale? You'll have people looking for beanstalks. Like, give me a break. I don't know why she's being so mean about it. Now, they're back on Rimbor now. They've got a team together. They're going to reopen the investigation of Anne Rid's murder. So they're going to reopen the investigation to find out, was Chameleon Boy wrong? Did he make a mistake? Is the real killer still out there? The real killer is still out there. Does anyone know who the real killer is? It's not Brainiac 5. I'll tell you that much. I love this. Oh God, here we go. It's already jumping around. Look at this. Wow. It jumped like a crazy amount of pages. I don't know why this website's being weird now all of a sudden. It's just like it won't let me like scroll and stay. So we've got this guy here. This guy looks like an action figure. This guy looks like a Kenner Star Wars. Did you get the blue Innkeeper? And then there's like a variant red Innkeeper or whatever, and he's like harder to find or something. And then people are like, oh, I got that. And then it'll be on eBay red, and then they'll do like they'll probably do some knockoffs or something and try to sell them as real. But like, he reminds me of like, he's literally like he looks like Bosk or something. He looks like a Kenner Star Wars figure. So Brainiac, Chameleon Boy grabs the key. Him and Starboy are going up to the room. So Chameleon Boy now, when he transforms into whatever beast he's transforming into, he can get those abilities. So he's able to like sniff around and see what's going on. Well, what happened there? It's like, they thought there was a Legion blaster. So if you remember that, they thought that that was the evidence that they had found. Edward is saying, my attention is on the fact that this plot is started at least 30, 50 issues earlier. Intro of a Stargazer, the murderer, Brainy goes insane, time to put those plots to bed. Yeah. They're sort of like, they're going to get through this. I don't know why they went back to this. I guess they wanted Brainiac 5 to have more of a clear record because, you're saying, well, he's a murderer. That's kind of weird. So I don't know, you don't want that to be hanging over his head, I suppose. So they wanted to kind of clean these up. The Red Innkeeper is only available in the Cantina play set and the Sears exclusive. Yeah, exactly. That guy looks like a Kenner figure. And then he's got like, and then there's like the, alternative 2 eyes open, 1 eye closed or something, whatever, or 2 eyes and then there's the 1 eye open. I found nothing. Starboy, Brainiac 5 was never in this room. What? Oh my God. He was never in the room. That is crazy. I knew it. I remember when we read this one, I said, I guarantee you it's not Brainiac 5. I don't know if kids can remember, to Edward's point. Are kids going to remember from way back then, or will they even care? I guess. I don't know. I feel like it's just like, it doesn't even matter. They could have just continued it on. Right. But anyway, I like these 4 issues that we have here. Actually, they're pretty cool. And Ultra Boy, Ultra Boy and Mon-El are like so cool. I don't know. Maybe Ultra Boy is my favorite. It's hard to tell. I keep flipping back and forth. But they're attacked here. So someone attacks them. They're getting nailed here. Starboy tries to absorb it. And then Chameleon Boy turns into this monster, and he thinks that can absorb it, but no, it doesn't. Can't stand another blast. So it's you. It's you. I knew it was you. I knew it had to be you. If it was anybody, it was you. I love this in movies and in comics. Whenever they see the killer and they don't want to reveal it to the audience, it's always like, I knew it was you. So you're behind it. It was you all along. It's like, just say the name. Just say the name. My eye, the pain. So he gets nailed here. All right, we cut back to you. Yeah, here I can play that one. Where's my you think with this StreamYard, now that it's double, it'd be easier to find stuff. But here you go. You. Brainiac 5 starts like getting into a pose. You. I love how they bribe this Kenner figure. This is another Kenner action figure. Now this guy looks more like a character from the Droids cartoon. He doesn't look like he'd be like a Droids cartoon character. He wouldn't be like from the original line or whatever. All right, so they bribed this guy. It's like, thanks. Here's computer access. You. It was you. What is this? What is all this here? Look at that. A little, whoa, what's going on over here with Phantom Girl? Oh my goodness. The Power of the Force. Yeah, he's from the Power of the Force toy line. Indeed, Joe, I found something strange. And every one of those craft is accounted for. There isn't a ringer in the lot. and not one of them carried Brainiac 5 or anyone else resembling his description. These are the ships that were coming and going on the day of the murder. The one thing on Rimboard that isn't corrupted is their immigration service. So how did Brainy get here to frame you? I don't know. Perhaps if we jump back, we can figure it out. Damn it. Simple. It wasn't Brainiac 5. It wasn't Brainiac 5. I knew it. I told you guys. You didn't believe me. I remember I said it's not Brainiac. It's not. I specifically remember saying it's not Brainiac 5, and then everyone specifically telling me, no, it was Brainiac 5. That was like how many streams ago? Remember when Karate Kid said back when it was all happening, it must have been some kind of fever that's driven him to this madness. So they're speculating that Brainiac 5, when he had his madness, he sort of just believed that he did do it, even though he really didn't do it. And it was just like in his mind as, yeah, I guess I did do it, right? I've been reading Fire and Blood. I finished Fire and Blood, and now I'm on A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. This is a great book. And in Fire and Blood, there's a character that they torture to the point where he'll just admit anything. So it's something like that, like Brainiac 5's just was messed up, so he'll just admit anything. It's like, yeah, I guess I did it. He doesn't even know. Here we do have a green hand, though. Hold on a second. A green hand lighting this cigar here, or this pipe, and killing the guy. I don't know if they'd make an action figure of this guy, considering he just got killed. This guy was like a two-page wonder. Well, I guess they'd still make an action figure of him, since they made action figures of everybody. Phantom Girl and Ultra Boy are like, whoa, what's going on? Who would play Phantom Girl? And if they did a live action movie, here's a question. Who do you cast as a live action Phantom Girl? You know what? You know what would be good to be. I don't know how to spell her name, but. Oh, that's good. Yes. Yeah. I guess it'd have to be teens, because I had Alexandra, but she's too old, I think. Yeah. Jenna Ortega would be maybe better. She's younger. Who else we got? Anyone else? Once we have a few names, we can pick who we like. All right, so they're Legionnaires. Let's go. So, he's going through here. She goes through really. Look at this. All right, so she comes through the ground here, finds him dead. Oh my God! It's Pulsar Stargrave. Do you guys like this costume? Is Selena Gomez too old? Selena Gomez might be too old as well. I don't know how old these people are. But I wouldn't mind. I think some of the Legion characters wouldn't be too bothersome. I mean, I'm more of a purist in the sense that I would always want the creator's intent. If I have to pick, I would pick with the creator's intent. However, sometimes it doesn't bother me that much. So it's kind of like hit or miss. All right, 1 second. Ooh, excuse me. All right. The costume has a disco feel, makes you 70s. Yeah. Yeah, Brainiac or Pulsar. Or I mean, this is Brainiac Prime. You want to call him Brainiac Prime? We can call him Pulsar. Here comes Ultra Boy. Boom. Blasted him right in the chest. Not the chest. Oh my God. There's that dead Kenner action figure next to him. Check out whoa, look at Phantom Girl doing the big super kick here. Pretty cool. But got the force field though. Force field hit. She's hurt. Ultra Boy gets nailed. I was created by machines to be a spy among men, but I became more, far more. As Brainiac in Superman's day, I was the deadliest android of all time. But I became bored with life in the 20th century, and so I journeyed to this era. Here I shall achieve my destiny. Kirby Crackle? Yep. This is a good page. "25 pages of epic action. Here comes Brainiac. Here comes Brainiac. Right down Brainiac Lane. All right, here comes Brainiac 5. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to take care of this shit right now." All right, so he lands down here and everyone's all hurt. So Brainiac's going to be like, all right, I got to go on my own. Brainiac's going to do a lone wolf and go on his own. "Sorry, woman, but regret to inform you, your friend is dead." What? No. He can't be dead. So they actually think that Ultra Boy got killed. FK, how's it going? Right down Brainiac's leg. He's dead, Jim. He's dead. That's it. Ultra Boy is dead and he never appears again. And they're just drinking coffee? Like, come on. No. "I'm not dead yet." Yeah, and he's not dead. "I'm not dead." He says he's not dead. All right. Pulsar Stargrave versus Brainiac. Brainiac Prime or 1 versus Brainiac 5. What did I get? I got this. I got, what else did I get? Some 4Ks. My buddy got me Gladiator and Hitcher. Got some other books. Yeah. What did you get, FK? Did you get anything good? Sean and I haven't met yet. I got Sean something really cool. But I haven't seen him yet. So you got a book. Oh, look how awesome this looks. Books in the book. Okay, cool. All right, Pulsar Stargrave. Here we go. Versus Brainiac. Brainiac's in like the position ready to go. This is a great page. Another good page. Got at least 2 or 3 really solid pages in this comic. Does stuff like this ever? God, really? Oh my God! Stop it. Ravenscroft, how's it going? Yeah, I'm good. I'm all good. Everything's good. Okay, so Brainiac has this force field, and then he expands it to put them in a force field together. So then Pulsar Stargrave gets upset, and he like just shoots out his energy, and he thinks he's going to destroy them both, and they kaboom or fatum. Everything blows up. But Brainiac is standing. He actually had two force fields. So Brainiac had his personal force field around him, and then he expanded a force field around both of them. So when Pulsar blew himself up, he blew up within that force field, but Brainiac was protected in his personal force field. So there you go. The end. That is it. Legion Outpost. So what did everyone think? What did you guys think of? What did you guys think of this one? What did you think of this issue? Think it was okay? Let's see. Cover was all right. Like you're like, oh, what's going to happen? This is all right. This is actually, there was a lot of good pages here. I felt this one had like a bit more action going on than normal. Like you had these extra little figures and stuff like that you could buy, like this guy here. Yeah, you like the art on this one? Yeah, I like this one. I thought this was really good. I like Phantom Girl. She's cool. All right. Bit anticlimactic. Yeah, it's just like he just uses a force field and blows them up, and then that was it. Ultra Boy is dead, and he'll never fight at our sides again. See, I told you. I told you that one happened. Oh, this is a great page here. Okay, let's do the credits. Okay, this is Legion of Superheroes Volume 2. The cover date is April 1981. The cover artist was Rich Buckler and Bob Smith. It was written by, this is The Exaggerated Death of Ultra Boy. Writers Jerry Conway, pencils by Steve Ditko. Oh, there you go. Inked by Frank C. Colors by Gene D'Angelo. Letters by John Costanza. And it was edited by Jack C. Harris. Pretty good. All right. Now, this, like, look, I mean, when you talk about Doctor Strange, there's certain Steve Ditko things, right? Like people like, obviously, you know, Spidey and all that. But Doctor Strange is just like, is killer. And this just looked awesome to me. This whole thing looked so cool. So Ultra Boy was blasted by Pulsar just now. We just saw him get blasted. And somehow he's been like, I don't know if I'm going to say teleported, but like he's been like not vaporized. I guess teleported is the only term I can kind of come up with. He's been shot out into, he's in space right now. So this is pretty crazy. And I don't, am I glitching? Because it looks like I'm glitching on here. I don't know what the heck's going on. But anyway, so he's like floating around in space here. And in the meantime, the Legion is having a funeral for him. Back to him floating around in space. They're having a funeral, back and forth, back and forth. So he's floating around here. He's going through the solar system and, you know, passing by like suns. They put a statue. Yeah, so he's going to die. He's going to get saved in a second. So he's floating around. He's going to die. He's going to die because he's stuck in space here. And this ship goes by. And this is the, did they name the ship in this one? I can't remember if they name it in this one. They might not. I believe it was the Antares, but I don't remember. We'll see it. Shouldn't his head explode? Well, I mean, maybe not. Nah, maybe he's all right. It's Ultra Boy, man. You can't explode this guy's head. All right, so the ship comes by. Tractor beam. Engage the tractor beam. They pull him in. Shut the door. Phantom Girl is really upset. Obviously, Phantom Girl is really upset over this because it's like, you know, she's like, oh no, my boyfriend's dead. It's like, have you guys seen Night of the Creeps? It's like where it's like, my boyfriend's dead. No, sorry. It's like the tagline was the good news is your dates are here. The bad news is they're dead. That's on the poster for Night of the Creeps. That's a great movie. Oh yeah, I don't remember. Have you? It doesn't explode. It just in the movies. Okay, there you go. I'm fine. It's fine. So we have Saturn Girl here talking to Saturn Girl and Phantom Girl are discussing who has the more revealing outfit. I think Saturn Girl wins. All right, let's do a question. Which costume is better? Saturn Girl or Phantom Girl? So she accuses Saturn Girl of being the ice maiden, saying, oh, you don't have feelings and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And she's like, I love Joe so much, Imra. I'd give my life for him. I'd do anything, blah, blah, blah. Give you a flashback of last month where Ultra Boy just got slammed here. Yeah, I know. Legion is very I mean, even covering it, and we've done 70. This is episode 71 of the Legion live stream, and it's tough to remember everything. Like, even though, and I'm making my notes every time, even with all of that, when you're reading so many comics, it's hard. And then, you know, for the writers too, I think it's not like the writers are going to go back and read, you know, all 70 or, you know, like not 70 appearances. There's way more than that. We do three an episode. So we're talking like, you know, hundreds of appearances already. They're not going to go back and read all of that. You vote for Wonder Woman, it's not allowed. No Wonder Woman. She's not part of the, she's not in the mix. Saturn Girl. All right. From the Cockrum era, Grell. Yep. All right. So she gives her a memory. That's kind of cool. She gives her a memory to remind. Now here's all the cool stuff that Ultra Boy did. This is actually a nice page. Remember when this happened? Remember when that happened? Remember when they disco danced? And then remember when they smooched? Smooching. She cries. And they hug and everything's great. All right, let's cut to Ultra Boy. What the hell's going on here with Ultra Boy? Yeah, that came up a while back in one of my streams where we were starting to question, like, where's Atlantis and all of this? And yeah, like, where, you know, is there any Amazons still around? Right? Like the bell bottoms on Phantom Girl, yeah. But yeah, where's Atlantis? Themyscira, like, where's Paradise Island? Like, where's any of these things? Like, shouldn't they be around? They did have, I think they did have a Flash, I think it was Flash Descent, like a Descendant of Flash or something on here. I can't remember. Here is more Kenner action figures. Look at these guys. So Ultra Boy's been picked up by a bunch of pirates. And they all look like, Star Wars Cantina characters. They're like, what the heck? Who's this guy? So they try to beat him up or whatever, but Ultra Boy can't be hurt. So now Ultra Boy doesn't have his memories, so he doesn't remember he's Ultra Boy. But his powers are almost like automatic. It's almost like instinctual. So when he needs his super strength, he has it. When he needs his invulnerability, he has it. So Tornado Twins, yes, that's right. Yeah, we had those already. They're going to attack him. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. He's just beating them all up. Charge! Whoa. They all jump on him. Whoa. He just like knocks them right back. Huh? Whoa. Who's it? It looks like it's like Sabrina. It's almost like a Sabrina, not Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but it's like looks kind of like that. She's Captain Frake. Yeah, the Antares. That's the name of the ship, the Antares. And there's Captain Frake. I like Captain Frake. I'm not sure about her hat, but later on she gets a bandana. And I think the bandana is much better than the hat. She looks a little bit like Elektra. Her face. So she's going to have a bandana soon. And then when she has the bandana, it looks like Elektra. So, hey, Archibald. I know. I sang it so perfectly that I'm going to get nailed for that. They wouldn't let me publish my Superman or whatever this movie is, Superman. They wouldn't let me post my Superman trailer reaction. I've seen 4 million YouTube videos where the damn person is watching the damn Superman trailer and reacting to it, and they struck mine. Like I they wouldn't let me upload it. Zatanna? Oh yeah, a little bit like her face and stuff. Yeah. I like this outfit. It's very jazzy. I like this outfit. It looks good. So she's like, "Ooh, look at this cute guy." It's like, yeah. It's like, come to my cabin. Whoa. Come to my cabin. What is going on here? This is come to my cabin. It's like, all right. Okay, so back with the Legion. Have a drink. There's booze there. There's an alarm. It's the alarm. Uh-oh, not the alarm. The alarm has sounded. Here comes the Legion. Well, now, here is Ultra Boy's pirate costume. Now, this costume does not last very long at all. This pirate costume goes away pretty fast. You're going for Phantom Girl? Yeah, Dear Penthouse, this pirate woman came over. This pirate costume on him is goofy. See, but she looks better. She now looks a little bit like Elektra. So if that headband, just think of that headband as being like that bandana. What if it was red? And do all pirates dress like that? I guess that's how pirates dress. Pirate Steve. Has a bit of a memory there. So he's got the Legion ring. Really? Okay. So he's got the Legion ring, but it's been kind of melted a little bit, so you can't see the symbol. So it still retains its powers, but he can't see that it's a Legion, and they can't tell that it's Legion. So that's how he's able to hide his identity. She blasts him. For his invulnerability, still invulnerable. Punches, breaks the statue to show that he's still got his strength. And then there's some smooching. What is going on here with this smooching? Oh my goodness. I don't know why there's so much smooching going on here. All right, so the Legion is going to answer the distress call. Here we go. Oh my God, they're shooting. Wait a minute. It's the pirates. I love how they have pirate, like they've got a pirate logo thing on their chest. So Ultra Boy is going to be called Seeker. Is he going to be called Seeker here? Goes down and starts smashing the crap out of everything. Meanwhile, Karate Kid's like, what the hell? Let's go. Breaks through this thing. There's Cosmic Boy. Boom. Uh-oh. This all seems familiar. Yeah, the Jolly Roger One Piece crossover, yes. My wife is all caught up on One Piece. I'm like on chapter 40. She's on chapter 1100 or something. I'm on chapter 40. But I watched the Netflix live action show. I actually watched that twice. So Saturn Girl is able to pick up his thoughts, and she thinks that it is Ultra Boy. All right, here comes Phantom Girl. There's Ultra Boy. The live action guy. Did you watch the live action first before reading or watching the anime? Wow, that's cool. Yeah, my we don't really watch much anime, a little bit. But my wife reads a lot of manga. It's just easier for her to read because we have the apps. The apps are like $3 a month or something, like Viz and Shonen Jump or whatever. So it's very easy for her to read. She can catch up quicker that way. Anime, I own a bunch of anime, but not as much. Like I have One Punch Man and Attack on Titan and some of those. I don't have any of the One Piece ones though. It's too long for me to get into and watch. But 600 episodes in, how many are there? 900 or something? Okay, so Ultra Boy smacks her, and then he goes to punch her out, but then he's like, wait a minute. And he sees her face and he stops. He's like, no, something's not right. So he flies off. So they're calling him New Meat in this one. New Meat. All finished, New Meat? Yes, I'm finished. They won't bother us now. Let's get the Hades out of here. So they got this whole Greek motif going. So they wake up, and some of them have been injured, and they're wondering about Saturn Girl, why she's being weird or whatever. And she's like, I don't want to say that I felt Ultra Boy because I could be wrong. So she's not sure yet. And then there's Captain Frake with New Meat, aka Ultra Boy. So there you go. These all connect together. So what do you guys think of this one? I thought this one was kind of neat. This is a great cover. Although I don't like her hat here. And she looks meaner here, but this is slightly deceptive because this doesn't actually happen this way in the comic. Okay. This is Legion of Superheroes, Volume 2, issue 275. It is the cover date of May 1981. The cover artist is Dave Cockrum. Written by Jerry Conway, penciled by Jim Janes, inked by Frank C., colors by Gene D'Angelo, letters by Ben Oda, and editor is Jack C. Harris of Pride, Passion, and Piracy. Yeah, and I've had that on here before. People don't like him for Legion. Yeah, I don't. She looks older. I know. She doesn't. She looked very young. She looked like a young Electra or whatever. There's Dawnstar. Yes, Dawnstar. Okay, so they've got to take care of the pirates. Got ourselves a pirate situation. Piracy is not a victimless crime. As we learned in the last issue, there were people that were hurt. Saturn Girl is feeling uneasy because she knows, or she thinks, that Ultra Boy is still alive. It's like, look, you're the leader, man. What are you going to do about it? Wildfire, relax. So here's Seeker, who is Ultra Boy, now called Seeker, carrying this big block or whatever. He still calls them fresh meat. The other guy, they call them new meat. Some people call them new meat. And he doesn't have his memories, and he doesn't understand where his powers are coming from, or how they always manifest the exact power he needs at the exact time that he needs it. So if something's going to crush him, all of a sudden he'll get his super strength, or if something was going to blast him, he all of a sudden gets the invulnerability. So it all just kind of works out for him. Punching the crate. That's cool. Everything's good. So they took over this place here, and they've got prisoners, so they put them in cages. One of the alien guys escapes, and this guy is going to shoot him. So now here's where Ultra Boy shows his heroic true colors. Because he's like, no, don't shoot him. And then he jumps in front of the ray gun, which is kind of cool. And he's all like, what the heck? And this guy's like, that you could have died. He's like, well, you're not supposed to shoot them. So he's still a good guy. He hasn't done anything bad yet. So deep down in his memory, he still is a good guy. So he basically says, hey, listen, I'm telling you, you can do it without killing them. So there's Captain Freak. Oops. Entering my teen years, I was, of course, a fan of Saturn Girl's bikini costume, but I find it that now, as I get older, I really can't come up with a legitimate reason for the costume's existence. Yeah, I know. It's kind of... If they were going to do a live-action movie, they really wouldn't do that costume. I don't think it'd just be kind of weird, I suppose. Where's what's her name? It'd just be weird. Classic comics. Yeah, that's true. So Classic is saying, I don't remember his power ever working unconsciously like this before. There have been too many times when he was defeated because he didn't manifest the right power at the right time. Yeah, that is weird. Is catering to teens a normal maelstrom, not a legitimate reason? I mean, hormonal. Yeah, I guess it's a legitimate reason. Well, it is in this comic. But if they were doing a movie, they would not do this for sure. They'd make all the costumes probably. They'd probably make them all similar with just maybe different color schemes or something. Yeah. So remember, Timberwolf was saying he felt like he doesn't belong in the Legion. It's like, well, I want to be on my own, blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of continuing on here. Like they're going to the zoo. Like, oh. So he starts to say, like, I almost feel like the Legion is a zoo. We've got all these people here, and they're just hanging out doing stuff. And I don't know. He just doesn't feel comfortable anymore. I'm not sure about this Batman haircut. He has pointy ears in the Batman haircut. Hey, there's everyone talking, having a good time. So Colossal Boy's talking about his mom and how he's having trouble with his mom because she's treating the Legion weird and stuff like that. And then they're kind of saying, well, she's under pressure, like maybe give her a break. He's like, he's not 100% with it, but I love that he's a clumsy oaf here and he bumps into this robot. And oh, really? Sorry, it keeps jumping on me. Clobby had this problem all the time. Same thing. It's like, really? You guys can't fix this? Like, how are you supposed to read? Like, I mean, I have these on digital, so, but still, how are you supposed to read them? They're sexy, but not practical. Yeah. They're in bikinis, yeah. Yeah, no nepotism. That's for sure. Tactical bikinis? Yeah, why not? Why can't they be tactical? Okay, so he bumps into this robot server like a goof. And then, whoa. And then he becomes Colossal Boy to rescue these two people from getting scolded by hot food. Wow, look at this. It jumped all the way back to the beginning. Okay. The ships are flying. It's like, this time we'll find those creeps. That's a prompt. So they're looking for the pirates. Shrinking Violet. Yes, Shrinking Violet. We were wondering where Shrinking Violet was going to be. Keep on your toes there. Okay. Here's this. Okay, so this is this planet where you can kind of do whatever you want. It's called New Tartuga. And on this planet, anything goes, just like the Temple of Doom song. And it's just a home for piracy. This is like the Mos Eisley of Legion. Now this is better. This suit is way better than the pirate suit, but it's not better than Ultra Boy's real costume. Yeah, I like her outfit better too. I agree with that. I definitely like her outfit better. This looks a lot cooler now. Now Ultra Boy looks a lot cooler, but his real costume's the best. His real costume's the best. But this is better than that pirate outfit he had. And I like Captain Frake here with her headband here. You should get some sleep. Let's see. What we need are lowered lights. Ah, that's better. It's like, whoa. Coming for the kiss. Coming in for the kiss here. But Ultra Boy remembers Phantom Girl. He loves Phantom Girl. He doesn't love Captain Frake. So he sees her when he's kissing her and she doesn't like it. She gives him the hand. No. It's like, get away. It's like, well, listen, Captain, if you'll recall, this affair was your idea. I don't know who I am. How can I feel? How can I feel anything for you? Get back to the ship. She's had enough with this guy. Uh-oh. Here comes the Legion. Fatum, Fatum, Fatum. It's a Star Cruiser from yesterday. Not the same one, but the same model. What? It's like, who are they? You don't know? It's like, that's a Legion cruiser. They jump out. I like this. This looks like Rocket Robin Hood. Anybody watch Rocket Robin Hood growing up? I have some of those on DVD. In Canada, that was on all the time, man. That Rocket Robin Hood was on all the time. What do you guys think of Captain Frake's outfit? Let me question. Do you like Captain Frake's outfit? I like it. She looks really cool to me. I like this like purple bikini bottom here, matching her bandana. She'd make a cool. I could do something really cool with this character as a comic. This kind of space pirate woman. I think you could do some really cool stuff with her. So he's called Seeker here. She's calling him Seeker. Now this is pretty mean. She literally smashes this girl out of the way and actually killed her. Like, she literally, like, smashed the crap out of her. That's right. My Cousin Vinny. That's a great movie. Yeah. She's dead. Oh, my God. She is dead. Targeting computer locked in. Fire at your own discretion, Wildfire. It's a great page. Lots of action here. Did you guys, when you were reading comics as a kid, did you read multiple, like, would you read it multiple times? Would you read the comic multiple times? Like, I would. Like, I never really, I didn't really bag and board them. I don't know when that was a thing. I don't remember when that started. I remember when bags came out first. I feel like bags came out first and then boards came out later. So I used to just keep them like in a pile. And then I had actually bought, like a 3-ring binder. And then you have those like pages that are opened up, like, you can shove, like, it's like you put like, like 8x10 paper. I'd actually put comics in there and like flip them like a magazine. So you read them over and over. Yeah. Yeah. If it was good, you'd read them over and over again. Then you were in the Navy. Okay. That's yeah. Wow. That's great. That is awesome. I was in nothing. I didn't. My grandfather was in the military in Croatia, but not in Canada. All right, so they're fighting the pirates, which are all these, again, more kind of like, again, like Kenner figures. Sometimes I would even do all the dialogue and then record it. Oh my God, really? That's awesome. Yeah, back in those days, most kids didn't have TVs in them, so you'd read multiple times to fill the time. Yeah. I did have TVs in my room. I had 2 TVs in my room, like 2 next to each other. But still. Oh, it's fine. No, nobody's on the ship. It's totally fine. It's all good. The ship was clear. Well, I love how this guy tries to like charge, and then she just shrinks down. Boom. Lightning Lad just blowing the crap out of this place. Here's all the villains running around. These are all the villains hanging out at that new Tartuga or whatever it was called. This actually has a lot of action. This has more than my 10-page minimum action. We're going to count the pages after this. So boom, fighting out here. These guys are running away. Here comes Wildfire. He's like, hey, I didn't beat these guys up. Yeah, Ultra Boy did. So she's like, what? She's like, hey, I sensed Ultra Boy. So now she knows. She's confirming that it's Ultra Boy and that he's a good guy, that he is fighting the pirates. Yeah, there's a lot of excitement in this issue, man. Like, holy crap. I'm gonna count the pages. So I don't remember if you guys were here last Friday when we did Avengers, where I was saying I want, like, if it's a 20-page comic, I want 10 pages of fighting. Like, that's why I got comics. So you need to have story, you need to have characters, but you need to have action, and it needs to have a lot of action. At least as a kid, I wanted action. That's for superhero comics. Obviously, if the comic is not a superhero comic, then yeah, there might not be that much action, right? Anyways, here comes Captain Frake. Boom, she blows the hole through here. Look at this. So she's got this like super weapon. The ratio fighting. Yes. Okay. Yes, that's right. Exactly. Yeah. Let's count this one. This one has a lot. What was this weapon called? I think I wrote it down. Oh, maybe I didn't write it down. Anyway, she has like this weapon here that they're going to shoot. I think they set it here. Hold on. They set it up here. Star Crusher. That's it. Star Crusher. So there's the Star Crusher weapon. Ready, aim, fire. No, game over. So I love how nobody can hit Dawnstar because she's like that good. Here comes Shrinking Violet and Wildfire. I like how Wildfire's like, I'm going to destroy I'm just going to destroy the thing. And then she's like, Wildfire, you don't always have to destroy stuff. Like, I can just shrink and go. So she shrinks. There's the Rocket Robin Hood costume. Doesn't have his symbol. Great galaxies. That weapon bay window. There's some kind of cannon. No. So he jumps in front of the cannon and gets absolutely nailed. Just bloody nailed right in the friggin' chest. Everything's blowing up. Element Lad's like, oh my God, everything's getting destroyed here. Now Saturn Girl feels that, again, that Ultra Boy could be dead again. And she's like, oh my God, he's dead. And he's like, but he died before. It's like, oh yeah, he died before. So pretty good. This one was awesome. I want to take a look at so this was 25 pages, right? This is 25 pages. So let's go from the beginning. Would you count this as action or no? It's kind of, it's like fighting, I guess, but not really action. I'll even not count this. I won't count this either. Partial action. Yeah, it's kind of partial. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess 6. You can count that as 7, 8. So maybe like 8 pages. Pretty good. And that's not counting some of this stuff. Like if you count some of these partials, you'll definitely get up to 10. So there you go. Hey, there's no cover here. Oh, let me see if I can find the cover. 276. Really? Why is it so small? There you go. Legion of Superheroes, Volume 2, number 276. This is the cover date of June 1981. Cover by Rich Buckler, written by Jerry Conway, penciled by Steve Ditko, inked by Frank C., colors by Gene D'Angelo, letters by Ben Oda, and editor was Jack C. Harris. Let's go back to my... Happy New Year. I don't know. What's TTFN? Ta-ta for now. Oh, ta-ta for now. Okay, thanks, Archibald. Have a good one, man. I don't know all my abbreviations, but I think that was ta-ta for now. Okay. We got a medieval. So you've got Sun Boy, Chameleon Boy, Shadow Lass, Star Boy, Phantom Girl, and Princess Projectra are in this weird planet. What is it called? It's like a fantasy planet. They're looking for these lost explorers. So these explorers are going to this planet. They got lost. There's going to be some fighting going on. That's for damn sure. All right. So they show up in disguise, and let me get jumped here. Show up. Okay, really? Frick off. Okay. We got this knight character here. He's pretty neat. And they're like, who do you serve? It's like, okay, are you guys with the skull or the oak? Trick question. It's like, well, we're with the olive branch. Nope. You're under arrest. Treason. Spies. Immediately they get into a fight. You know, you can't take these legionnaires anywhere. Any place they go, there's always going to be some fighting, right? They just can't just be normal. There's always got to be a fight or something like that, right? Give me a break. Come on. Sunboy shooting his razors. I know they weren't in very good disguise. Like they do mention that. It's like, look, I've got blue skin, I've got orange skin and antennae. Like, so. Well, Jackie feels somewhat at home because her planet of Orlando is a bit more like a primitive fantasy land as well. So she's a bit more open to it. Okay, so back to fighting. I mean, right away. They throw a net. Oh, I like this. They throw a net on Phantom Girl and she just becomes intangible and it just like goes through her. Chameleon Boy shows up here. Boom. So now Princess Projectra understands how to talk to these guys. So she makes herself look like this kind of medieval princess. And then, so this is a projection, obviously. Really? Oh, God. All right, come this way, everyone. Everyone's cool now. You guys are all good. Hey, RR, thank you so much, buddy. Chuck Norris can simply walk into more. I saw that. That was very funny. That is hilarious. Thank you for the super chat. Let's give you some Wonder Woman dancing. And of course, we'll give you the thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's my neighbor like pounding away on. I don't know what the heck they're pounding away on. Thanks, RR. I appreciate it, man. Are you coming on? You're coming this Sunday, right, buddy? This Sunday, Judge Dredd. It's going to be a verse. I think I'm going to do it. Make it a versus this Sunday. Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd Stallone versus Judge Dredd Stallone versus Carl Urban Dredd. That's going to be awesome. You think page 6? Oh, yeah, you're right. Ravenscroft, yeah, that's before. Land of the Lost, the comic or the TV show? Was there a comic book? Let me see. Land of the Lost TV show. I think you did ask me. I have to see if I have it. How many seasons is it? 3 seasons? Let me see if I have. I think I have Land of the Lost. I have to see if I have it, and I also have to see if my wife is interested. Right now, you guys are on my show, on my daily videos. You're seeing. Are you seeing the Persuaders now? I think Persuaders is what you're seeing now. After Persuaders, you're seeing Space 1999. After that, I'm not sure. I am reviewing the Batman 66 show every Tuesday, and every Wednesday is Linda Carter Wonder Woman. And every other day is Persuaders right now. Oh, cool. This is from Bearded Shirts. You think it was on Tubi? I'll check. Yeah, no worries, Ravenscroft. That's fine. Okay. You're enjoying the Batman stuff. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. So am I. I love the Batman stuff. I put my little cutesy Batman on my thing to remind me. I love this blue, gray Batman with this symbol. This when someone says Batman, this is what I think of. Batman Brave and the Bold is my favorite cartoon. Anyone else like Brave and the Bold? Because I wouldn't mind doing. I started doing some streams on Brave and the Bold, but then I stopped. I wouldn't mind continuing those. So let me know. That's the Batman costume you like as well. Awesome. All right, so they're going to meet the king. And they're going to jump on me here. Okay, so this is not the king. So the king is gone, King Leon, and there's this evil entity that has completely destroyed this kingdom, and they're like, oh, hopefully you're here to save us. And the Legion's like, well, we don't know what to do here. It's this whole thing. And it's like, who is Romdor? Now, Romdor, you can pretty much figure out who Romdor is. Just move around the letters. Brave and the Bold. Totally worth a series of reviews as Aquaman was outrageous. Yeah. Does anyone want to do those? So Sean and I and Clobby did do the first 3 or 4 episodes or something like that. And I was thinking of doing more, either as a stream or just standalone videos. But let me know. Yeah, so here's the weird guy or whatever. Romdor. Who could that be? Can you guess the true identity of Romdor? Just move around the letters and you got it. All right. So here's the bad guy. Oh, now, Lord of all I survey. It's like, whoa. It's like, whoa, what's going on? Oh, my God. This guy is magical. So now this knight here is going to try to help them out. But they don't trust him because it's like he's acting. They're like, oh, you're kind of weird. I don't know if I trust you. I don't know if I trust this knight character. We have to see what's going on here. All right, so oh God, really? This thing is killing me here. All right. So now they're giving you the backstory of King Leon. So King Leon and his father, there was a kingdom, they passed on to King Leon. Then all of a sudden this guy showed up. You can't tell who it is, but you guys know who it is, I'm sure, in the chat. It's like, oh my God, like this he's crazy. He's destroying everything. And then he causes all this damage. He's calling all this black hail or whatever. You love the Green Arrow. Oh, Green Arrow was in it a lot, yeah. And the Starro, yes. So the knights went out to fight. They never returned. 2,000 men marched with King Leon to the slopes of Skull Peak, and 24 returned. So that a lot of guys were lost. This guy doesn't know what to do about it. This guy's identity will be revealed later. This thing jumped on me again. Wow, this is a disaster. I've completely lost where I am here. Okay, so the Legion are going over to the mountain. All right, so they show up here, and then Projector is immediately attacked by these suction cup. They're like suction cup plants. This is like Dungeons and Dragons. It's like literally like this is the party. They set out on their adventure. They've got to go rescue the king and whatever, and they're now attacked by these creatures. You could do like a D&D roll, like, okay, Princess Projectra, dexterity check. Oh no, it's a critical miss. No, you're gonna no, you got nailed. Princess Projectra, you got nailed. So she's got these welts now on her shoulder. All right, so here, this will help reduce the swelling. The Starboy doesn't trust this guy. He's like, I don't know if I trust you. I'm not sure. They get into a little bit of a scuffle, but I mean, really, like you got no other choice but to trust this guy. Like it doesn't make any sense. So they trust him. So he gives it to her. They continue on, and all of a sudden, this weird mist or something attacks them. It's crazy. This weird mist attacks them. It'll take more than some fog tricks to convince me of anything. So Starboy still doesn't believe that this guy's with them. But they start fighting this mist creature thingy. This is awesome. Going intangible here. I like how she goes into the core of this thing and she grabs like, it's like essence or something. I don't know what the hell she did here, but she like crushed the shit out of it. Boom, that blew that guy up. This is literally a D&D adventure. I'm gonna actually steal this idea for my next. I play Spelljammer. I run Spelljammer campaigns. I'm gonna steal this for Spelljammer right now. Hopefully, none of my friends who play with me are watching right now. I like how Chameleon Boy becomes this weird creature that has like super duper awesome eyesight. I thought that was kind of fun. All right, so the knight reveals himself here. He's in pain. He's like, okay, I still don't trust you, but I'm kind of okay with you. So here we go. They're going up to the top, They land. So they start to think, this mountain is really, really tall. It's almost like the guy who's running this place doesn't want to get close to the earth. He wants to be high up. He doesn't want there to be a chance of being buried alive. Hint, 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 hint. Oh my goodness. It's going to be Mordru. Okay, come on. Is there anyone who didn't know it was Mordru? It's Mordru, yeah. Come on, everyone knew it was Mordru. That rhymes. Everyone knew it was Mordru. It's like, wait a minute, that's just the guy's name. You know, it's an anagram. Damn it. Should have guessed it. It literally says it's an anagram for Mordru. Okay. So this is a bit of a crazy. I like this issue, but I don't like that Mordru appears in the last few pages and then they're able to defeat him. That's kind of weird to me. So they start fighting him. They start all attacking in different ways. The knight ends up climbing up. He removes his armor and he ends up climbing up to help the Legion. So that's kind of cool. Really? So he's distracting the guy while Starboy is able to increase the gravity of the stuff around him in order to bury him. And they just bury him, and I'm like, that's it. I thought that was too easy. I actually liked this issue, but I just thought that was too easy. Question: which issue did you like the best? I just thought it was too easy, that's all. Like, I got nothing against this one, but it just felt like it was way too easy. So I was thinking, guys, I finished early because I did the 4 issues. Does anyone want to come on? Invite. Anybody want to come in and do an open talk? This is the invite to StreamYard if you guys want to come in and just hang out for a little bit. Let's open it up. Anybody, not just members, anybody. If anybody wants to come in, hit the link. If not, we can continue chatting here. Let me change my media assets here. Boom. So that would mark the end of the Legion live stream, but we're going to continue on. Just open talk about whatever you guys want. All right, Edward, no worries. RR, no worries. Yeah, it's just if people want to come on. If not, type in the chat. What can we talk about? Let's see what else is going on. So I know that there's that Spider-Man trailer that appeared. Oh, hold on a second, Joe Dog. Let me get my headset on. I see in the back. Hey.
Ooh, hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Not much.
I wanted to comment on the Timberwolf plot gets stronger and handle with. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, we can take. Hey, Mark. What's going on, dude? Guys, make sure you subscribe to Legion of Comics. Let me put the link up for Mark. Legion of Comics. His link is in all of my videos. So if you go to the description of any video I've done, his link will be there. But there's the link anyways. Make sure you're subscribed. Mark, if you want to come on, the invite's there. We're just talking. Legion talk's over. We're just going to hang out and just whatever. Now, I know. Okay, so let's see. I can't play the trailer, but it was, what's it called again? Friendly? No.
It's your friendly neighborhood.
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. This is it.
Yeah. I saw the trailer for this. It
looks terrible.
Super pissed off. First off, the costume sucks. And secondly, why is Spider-Man acting like a kid again? Like, seriously. He's supposed to be, like, isolated. He's supposed to be as a young adult.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, he just got done through college. Like, what are we doing? Like, why can't we just have, like, a not good-looking, happy Spider-Man from the comics?
I don't know. This does not look very good at all. Like, I don't understand. A lot of people, hey, Classic, how's it going?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, Classic.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, this was weird. Like, did you see this trailer, Classic, or?
Yeah, I saw it. It was okay, I guess. I mean, I don't have Disney Plus, so I'm not watching it. The
Yeah.
main thing the issue I have with his costume is he's wearing a mask, but his fingers aren't covered. So he's going to be leaving his fingerprints everywhere. I'm like, wouldn't you want to be more careful?
Yeah, there's no this cannot be the final thing. There's no
Well,
way.
no.
This must be the first episode. Well, he gets the white. He gets that Fantastic Four looking Spider-Man outfit. Remember when they were all in white or something? Weren't they white at some point?
Yeah, it was back when Johnny Storm was dead and they became the Future Foundation.
Yes, Future Foundation.
Um,
That's right.
yeah, I mean, this isn't going to be his final costume. I don't mind this being the suit he starts out with. I can deal with that. It's just that his fingertips are bare. It just really bugs me. It's like, why wouldn't you cover your fingers to not
Yeah,
leave
just wear
fingerprints?
gloves.
Um,
Ravenscroft is asking. He asked Clobby, if you can rate the Avengers with 7 members, who's your team? Let me think about this for a second here. Do you guys have a team that you would do? Well, actually,
Not with
CC, you.
Spider-Man.
No, I
yeah,
wouldn't put Spider-Man either.
for me, it would pretty much be what Cap, Iron Man, Thor, Vision, Scarlet Witch, Wasp, and Wonder Man, probably something like that.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to go through Captain America, then Iron Man, then Thor. Maybe you could put Black Panther, then Vision, and then Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel. Did I say Scarlet Witch? I said Scarlet Witch. And then Hank Pham, and then Wonder Man. And I think probably that's about it. And then you could put Beast until he leaves to become a defender. So
I think I like Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Vision, Scarlet Witch. I think that 5 is like a for sure. And then I also like Wonder Man. And I'd probably throw maybe Hawkeye. I like Hawkeye. Who else do I like? I think Hawkeye. Yeah, that would be my. But I'm just picking the characters that I really like as characters. So it's like it's a bit of a cheat, right? Like I happen to like all these characters, so I'm just throwing them in there. I don't know if would how would the writing be? Like, would it be like sometimes there's characters you like, and then there's sometimes characters where you like them, but you're not sure if you would want to write them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Philip is here too. I didn't see Philip was here. Hey, how's it going, man? Yeah, we're done with the Legion stream. We're just doing an open chat now. No Beast or well, Joe Dog said Beast. Throw him on there, and I'm saying Hawkeye. So there you go.
Well, I mean, with 7, I mean, you can't fit everybody. You can only
Black
fit so many
Panther's
people
cool
on it.
too. Yeah, I mean, because I like Hawkeye, so I'm just gonna have throw him on there. But yeah, so Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. This did not look like anything. I'm probably not gonna watch it, to be honest. Anyways,
it looks piss poor.
So I'm really not gonna probably watch that at all. What other things? I know you were covering. What did you just cover? The Batman delay. I was trying to remember what you covered just the other day. You covered.
Yeah, the Batman 2 got delayed till 2027. And apparently there rumors are that Gunn wants
GT.
the Batman to be part of the DCU, but Matt Reeves does not.
I also do not.
I guess you have all heard that Jason Momoa is going to play Lobo.
Is that actually happening?
Yeah, it's like seems to be an official thing. Yeah, he's going to be in Supergirl.
That's probably better than. That's probably better than Aquaman. He's better suited for that than Aquaman, I would think.
I'm hearing the not so good rumors that the Superman testings are not good at all. And let me tell you, James Gunn and Warner Bros. Are freaking the hell out right now. Like,
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I saw that as well. But like, look, I'm not. This trailer did not pump me up. I understand why we discussed it on my channel a little bit, and that's fine. And some people are excited and some aren't. I'll see. Obviously, I'm seeing the movie. I'm going to buy it no matter what because I just buy every Superman thing. But like, I'm not his costume. As soon as I see the costume, I gotta say this. As soon as I see the costume is not what I like, I'm automatically depumped because even if the story is good, it's always going to be the costume doesn't look right. Like I'm a very visual person. It's like if the costume looks cool and the hero's the hero, I can forgive like so much. Like I love Superman 4. It's like, oh, it's cheesy and this doesn't make sense and this is stupid. I don't care. Christopher Reeve is Superman and he looks like Superman. He's flying around, and that will get me through a bad movie. Like I can make, you know what I mean? I'm looking to grasp onto one thing. Like if Captain America looks cool and he's Captain America and he's running around doing Captain America things, jumping and blocking with a shield then I'm like, yeah, this was cool. I'm
if it's
very
Steve
simple.
Rogers, then yes.
If it's Steve Rogers, I'm saying, yeah. Yeah, Steve Rogers, the real Captain America. I'm very easy. Like people, I don't get angry at these superhero things either if it's the thing that I get, if it's what I want out of it. Like I don't mind Spider-Man 3. Like Spider-Man 3 has many problems. I don't like the Sandman and the Uncle Ben thing. That's kind of goofy. But Sandman looks cool. He's in the Sandman costume, looks cool. Oh, Mark, hey, what's going on, brother? So I was just saying, even Superman 4, like if I see the guy in the costume flying around doing stuff and it's Superman, I'm like, okay, I'm like very forgiving because people say I hate everything. That's a lie. I'm more positive. I'm like super positive. I'm like extremely positive. If it looks like the thing I want it to look like, that's my problem. So even if this Superman movie is great in every other aspect, he doesn't look like Superman in the costume. So it's just, there's always going to be that to taint it for me.
Yeah, James Gunn's official statement was, I didn't want the suit form-fitting like a wet T-shirt, and I didn't want to...
I like that Spectre figure, Legion.
What?
I like that Spectre figure, Legion. Right, yep.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, he said he didn't want it form-fitting like a wet T-shirt, and he didn't want it with muscles embedded in the suit. So I'm thinking, like, well, why don't you just get somebody who's like 6'4" and is ripped? Oh, you have someone 6'4" and ripped, so you wouldn't need muscles in the suit. You can just put him in the suit.
You just put him in the suit. You said that too on one of your things. Like, yeah, just put the suit on.
Just put the suit on him.
Just put the suit on him. I don't understand.
This is the biggest actor we've had ever to play Superman. Despite movie tricks or anything,
right.
The biggest. And we've seen his gym photos. We know he's ripped.
Yeah, the guy's ripped. I don't understand.
He looks like freaking Rambo, and you're covering it up in a padded suit.
Yeah.
I have a theory about that. I don't know if any of you saw when I covered the trailer, but see, I have a suspicion that I know why we're getting this suit with this S symbol and all that on it.
As we're ripping off Kingdom Come in this first movie.
Well, the thing is, I think there may be a financial incentive. Because if you know, so I don't know if you all know, but when J.J. Abrams and Bad Robot did Star Trek, so when they signed a deal, and part of their deal, and this is part of why they did it, was they would get part of the merchandising.
Oh, and then they got to do the 25% change or whatever it is.
And they had to do the 25% different uniforms in order to do it, because the original versions are already owned by Paramount or whatever.
Yeah,
so
but this symbol is already
that's sold, then they'll get that money. And if you notice, we haven't had an actual comic accurate costume since like Lois and Clark in the early 90s. Superman Returns, the suit was different. And and Man of Steel, the suit's different, and now here the suit's different. And I suspect that they're doing that because the people who are making these movies are going to get a piece of the merchandising on the action figures and toys and all that crap.
When you say that with the Star Trek thing, can you give some like context? Because I'm not in the know on that. Like who who had like, this is the original template that you have to be different from? What was the original template?
The original TV series
Yeah.
from the 60s.
So
The
like they
original
had to like
uniforms, the original Enterprise and all that.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a bit weird.
I was just curious because like it's because someone I grew up, I was born in the 80s, so I've by the time I could even pay attention to anything, there was already countless different versions of Star Trek before J.J. Abrams ever came around. So I didn't know what kind of like measuring stick you use for something like that.
I thought about this too. Yeah, the paying the seagulls. They mention them every time in every comic.
In every anything, period.
Anything,
if you say Superman, you have to credit the families.
Yeah,
as it should be.
Which yeah, for sure. And Bill Finger's he's in there now too, so that's good.
That may be part of it too. Yeah.
Yeah. My only issue is that I see what you're saying, Classic, and I understand that is even with Spider-Man with the silver webbing, it wasn't like black webbing. It was like, so that's Sony's Spider-Man. But the thing is that Spider-Man still, like, I was like, oh yeah, that's Spider-Man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then Amazing Spider-Man 2, be careful, don't lose your minds. Amazing Spider-Man 2, the visual appearance and attitude of I've just lost his name, of that fellow, Andrew Garfield was awesome. I'm not saying the movie is awesome. I'm saying the visual appearance and the way that he acted was awesome in Amazing Spider.
That was the most accurate Spider-Man we've had, actually.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, that is the real Spider-Man. Like, no, like that wasn't even like, oh, it's movie version. But see, the colors are good. The good thing is the
photo. Like, that looks pretty form-fitting right there. That looks really good.
This doesn't look that bad. I actually wouldn't mind this color scheme with the trunks on the Henry Cavill suit. With like, because I didn't mind the S on Henry Cavill. I know they changed it a little bit, but I didn't really mind that S. I thought that looked like,
I hated the Cavill's Superman logo. That looks bad.
You didn't like? Do you prefer this logo to Henry Cavill's?
I prefer the traditional Superman logo over the Henry Cavill's Superman logo, or the David's Superman logo.
Right. Look, I always want the Christopher Reeve logo 100%. But if there is what they're saying with this whole, well, we have to make it slightly different, then I did not mind the differences of the Henry Cavill's thing. My only thing was with his suit is I just wanted the trunks because I feel it breaks up the onesie look. Mm-hmm. And I want the colors to be brighter. Otherwise, Henry Cavill's visual... Look, Henry Cavill's been shafted. My wife and I had this long discussion today on Henry Cavill. That guy is a super cool guy in real life. He's very charismatic. He's very handsome. He seems like he's awesome in everything that he's in. And the guy gets shafted. I don't know what, that Ministry of Gentleman Warfare, that was bloody awesome. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was a friggin' awesome movie. I don't know what the shit. That should have come to theaters. What was the other thing? That Man from U.N.C.L.E. I didn't watch.
Was really good.
That was good too.
Really good.
That was good, and that's an old show. And again, it didn't really piss on the old show or anything like that. It's like Henry Cavill gets shafted, but anyways, this guy looks good too. But like, in this particular image, I just have to pick a good one. It doesn't look that bad, but in the trailer, it looks like shitty. Let me find the shittier picture. Even this poster.
I just think it's a. I don't think it's a. They're even thinking about merchandising or anything like that. I think it's just James Gunn's wanting to do something to make this his Superman, to set it apart. There's so much you can do because, I mean, even with it looking different, it's still clearly Superman's suit. That's rough because the coloring and everything in that picture.
Yeah, that's shitty.
But I think I think for the story of this, we're going to be sourcing Kingdom Come and just burning that story in this movie. Like, I think that's where the Terrifics come in.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's, instead of having like the second generation of superheroes, all these kids that are terrible, it's going to be the Terrifics. Those are going to be the terrible superheroes that look at Superman like he's outdated, and they're not going to be able to get the job done by the end. He's going to have to come back. Society's going to love the Terrifics and throw cans at Superman for, he tried to stop the kaiju, but it was destroying the city because he wouldn't just kill it. He refused to kill it. The Terrifics came in and they killed it and saved the day. One of those.
That's exactly what's going to. Mark, no, you said that on your thing, and that's it. And I've credited you that in every time I've mentioned it. And Cliff also mentioned something very similar. That's exactly what's happening for sure. Everything you said was like, yep, that makes sense. That's going to happen. I had originally thought this is on stream years ago. I said what they should have done if they wanted to is I would just have Magog have this new hero come in that Lex Luthor is backing. And can you imagine? Try to think of this guy in live action. You just get this big, buff, badass guy with like gold armor. He comes in shining gold, new, kills the bad guys. They're like, yeah,
and it's perfect because everyone's going to worship him, and he's the golden ox. You know what I mean? He's got the that's a job for Zack Snyder because you want that iconic imagery, that visual storytelling kind of thing. Like let the images tell it. I know he's not everyone's cup of tea, but Snyder would crush that story, man.
Yep.
Like, again, can you imagine this? How epic this would have been?
Well, that right there is not the same Magog from Kingdom Come. That's the Magog who's the soldier who unwillingly takes on the powers of him. He's running around with a pistol as well.
Yeah. But just the visual appearance, like you just got to get the visual of this guy.
That's insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah, that's Kingdom Come Magog right there.
Yeah, that's Kingdom Come Magog. Yeah, I've got the toy of him. Where is he?
It's the same character. It's just the one first appearance on the actual main Earth was that Justice Society run. That's when they brought the Earth 22 into canon back in what was like 2007 or something like that.
Yeah, I'll never remember any date of anything. I think that burns. Yeah, I think he burns bridges. Oh, really?
Well, I think it's partly that he's genuinely into this stuff and he wants to be accurate to the source material and all that. So he takes exception to some of the things they do, and they don't like that. So, and also just he's a white male, so he's kind of not.
There's that against him.
There's also the unfortunate thing, like no matter how much people like Henry Cavill now, the dude he's box office kryptonite. Yeah. Man from U.N.C.L.E., like you mentioned, Argyle, any and everything he's in, save for Mission Impossible Fallout, which it wasn't his movie, but iconic performance in it, where he cocks the arms in the fight and everything was epic.
And he's going to be in Warhammer 40K.
Yeah.
No, I'm right here.
You did miss the Legion. Legion ended. Yep. Sorry, Mark. The 4 issues were bloody awesome. There's the recap of it. All 4 were awesome issues. Yeah, I don't know. This guy gets shoved at so many damn times, and it's like, I mean, he was in Hellraiser Hellworld, which was part 10, I think. I remember I was like, what the heck? It's like I didn't recognize it when I saw Hellraiser, and then I rewatched all the Hellraisers. Like, holy shit, Henry Cavill.
Even Bruce Willis directed a video movie back in 2010 that was pretty fun as well.
He was the bully in Hellraiser. Hellraiser 10 sucked, and I'm a very easy reviewer for Hellraiser. Death of Ultra Boy, yes. Death of Ultra Boy, that was crazy.
Oh, that reminds me, what do y'all think of Ultraman being in the Superman film? This unique take of Ultraman?
Gosh, I don't know.
Well, the issue I have with it, I mean, look, Superman, he fights duplicates of himself, all the time, I guess. Right. So it's not unusual, but the basic plot is Luthor makes a clone of Superman, an evil clone. And that's the same plot to Superman 4. It's the same damn plot.
I really do like when Lex Luthor makes I like when a guy makes another guy to fight him. That's just a thing. I like that. It's just like as soon as Lex Luthor got that hair, I was like, oh shit, he's gonna make a guy. This is gonna be so good. I like that kind of. I like comic booky storylines like that.
Yeah, but do y'all think they're going I don't think they're doing any multiversal stuff with this.
No way.
For certain. So that takes out Earth 3, Bizarro World, all that.
Yeah. Who's the woman next to
That's the engineer from the Authority, and that's Rick Flag Senior on the other side. People forget this overbloated cast that we have here, which you have Superman, Lois, Lex, Mon Pa Kent, Jor-El in some fashion, Lois, Jimmy, Cat, Perry, Bibbo. That's all just the Superman characters. But beyond that, Mr. Terrific, Hawkgirl, Metamorpho, Guy Gardner, Ultraman, the Engineer, Rick Flag Sr. These are all characters that have been confirmed to not be cameos.
Hot girl.
Wow. Wow, that's just gonna be crazy, man. Like,
That's excessive. This isn't and I know I get a lot of pushback on this, but people aren't very good at logic all the time. I'd say that the movie seems like it has too many characters, and people say, yeah, but Guardians of the Galaxy was good. Yeah, but Suicide Squad. I'm like, yeah, but those are teams. Those are teams of throwaway characters that James got to redefine for these movies and really make them popular for the first time to a whole new audience. That's not the case with Superman. That's one person with a supporting cast built in, and you don't get to redefine Superman.
Speaking of Batman cartoons, you and I loved Batman Brave and the Bold, the cartoon.
of course, that's my favorite cartoon.
I want to look at the Brave and the Bold issue number 83 because that cover looks awesome. It's hilarious.
the volume 1 of Brave and the Bold, like the Bob Haney.
It's volume one. Neil Adams.
You want to see Brave and the Bold? What's the issue?
83.
83. Let's take a look. Is that this? Yes. Okay, Batman has to be blue, gray, with the yellow and black on the chest. That's when I think when someone says Batman, that's what I think of in my mind.
No one wears a helmet, so I want to live.
But Brave and the Bold is just the best. I got some of the figures on the behind me over there. But I just love that. I love it. The Authority is what's going on here? How is it still fitting in one movie? Poor Superman. Yeah, I just want Superman to be Superman. Okay, if they would have just done Superman versus Brainiac with his supporting cast, Brainiac shows up. Of course, Lex Luthor can be in it as a character. That's it. This is what people have been asking for since the dawn of since people thought of the idea of asking for movies. This is what they've been asking for. Just do it with all your effects. I thought Brainiac. Did anyone watch Krypton, or am I the only person that watched?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Joe Dog, I feel like it was gonna be a no, but I thought that the guy, I thought Brainiac looked pretty good.
Same thing. All the stuff that they did. Lobo, he was cheesy, but he looked good. Doomsday, that was probably the best looking Doomsday we got. It was insane. The origin was right.
Oh my God, Belle, what's going on? How's it going? You watch Krypton? Why they cancel? It's on Sci-Fi. If you're on Sci-Fi, you're getting canceled. It's just a matter. They cancel anything for any reason whatsoever. They
didn't have the viewership. That was too ambitious of a network as a whole.
I mean, I remember watching this. I'm thinking, this is pretty damn cool. Look, this is actually pretty damn decent, man. This is a TV show, guys, and it's not it's sci-fi, which I don't know what the budget is, but it's probably piss, right? It looked pretty damn good. I thought this guy was good, and then go ahead, Classic.
I was gonna say it had everything except Superman.
It did everything with Superman, yeah.
I tried to watch Titans, and it was horrible.
Oh, Titans?
The television series was.
Oh yeah, I own it all, but I haven't watched any of it.
Yeah, that's.
Skip the last season. You can actually stop halfway through season 3. You'll know where.
You'll know where, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the guys look not too bad.
All of them look pretty good. It isn't a suit design problem. It's a writing problem.
Yeah, so for me, step 1 is the suit, and then step 2 is the writing. And then if you can't, I don't like Punk. You know what? I don't like this Punk Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson. I watched the first few episodes, and I thought, this doesn't feel like Dick Grayson would be doing this. It felt like it was Jason Todd or something. I don't know. It was weird.
The only one that got the show correct is Dawn Troy's costume.
She looked cool.
Flashback on Aqualad's costume was good. I mean, all of them right there look good. I don't mind Starfire's outfit either for it being a television show.
Yeah. Yeah, she was cool. She looked good.
And
Hawk and Dove looked pretty good too, right?
Yeah. Dude, Hank was awesome.
Look at this. This is and it's the Rob Liefeld Lady Dove or whatever.
Yeah, they did them pretty well.
Lady Dove.
I don't know. It's the other guys. It's not
we
the
just call her
brother.
Dove.
I'm
I
calling her
remember
Lady
the,
Dove.
the
I like that better.
I also remember the Hawk and Dove, Hank and Hall from the '60s.
Yeah, that was before Lady Dove.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lady Dove is Rob Liefeld's thing. Titans was decent. Yeah, I'll eventually watch all of these things. I bought them all. And Stargirl, I didn't get season 3 because they didn't release it on Blu-ray, but I haven't seen season 1 and 2. But
That's a flawless show. They understood the assignment and executed it perfectly.
Everybody looked pretty good. Like I looked at this, I thought, oh yeah, that's Stargirl. Like that is, where's the? Is this the one? This is it, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And where's the? And they have even like Stripe looked pretty good too, right? Like everyone looked pretty good. Yeah, I see. You had the Mac and everything. Stargirl was great. Wonder Girl casting was great. Okay. So yeah, people liked this one. Fight scenes in Stargirl were good. Yeah. When the comics controversial back to original red costume. Oh yeah, Donna Troy's red costume is the best.
Yes.
How about
I know you don't like the original Wonder Girl costume, but I liked it. And then they got the red costume, and then in '89 she became Tura.
How about Wonder Girl from Wonder Woman? She was only in a couple of episodes. I have her autograph though.
I haven't got through that yet.
How about this Wonder Girl? I mean, she was all right.
I agree, Bill. The Sportsmaster was hilarious. I love how he had nicknames. He had nicknames for everybody. Those were some redeemable villains, and man, they went out. It was an emotional hit when they did.
Was that Stargirl? Wait, where was Sportsmaster?
Stargirls, dude. He was one of the main reoccurring characters. Remember, Artemis was the same age as Courtney. Went to school with him and everything. They were amazing, dude. Like they were so funny and like legit badass. It was cool.
How about Black Lightning? I thought, I thought it was all right. He looked cool. Like the guy looked cool. Black Lightning. Did anyone watch Black Lightning TV show? I think I finished it. Yes. Oh, one of the girls left or something. I think one of the actresses, one of the daughters left, and she had sort of a religious awakening or something. I think, or something like that.
Did you guys check out the final season of Superman and Lois?
I haven't watched season 3 or 4 yet.
Did I pick it up? I watched it as it aired. I haven't bought it or anything yet.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it.
Yeah, it's not out until closer to April, I think.
Yeah. I've been buying the seasons as they've been coming instead of waiting for the full thing. So because I haven't been watching it off of TV. I'll have to watch season 3. I was so pumped for it, and I lost interest when it was just like the kids were just crying. I felt like it was like, oh, we got to go to the dance. And I don't know, she doesn't do this. It's like, oh, I was like, let's get to, it was like Lois and Family and Man. It's like, when's Superman going to be in this thing?
Just keep in mind the name of it isn't
exactly
Superman and Lois. And that's one thing that made this show kind of exceptional is it covers like an area of Superman not done before outside of the comic books. And they do it in their own way. Like just by the simple fact of adding the twins versus it just being Jonathan, I promise you it pays off. Like it gets.
All right. Yeah, my buddy liked the last few episodes.
They spend the first couple of seasons making you care about the kids or like giving you context to the kids who are new. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But it definitely pays off. That finale was God tier.
Okay, so you know what? I'll tell you something. When I first saw the Max Fleischer costume, I was like, "Holy crap! Where is?" Yeah, I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Oh man, this should just be the costume," and I was like, "Yes, this would be awesome." I'm not actually a big fan of that S in general. I know it's in the cartoon and that's fine, but like but still, I like the look of everything else on it. But the S was like okay, and I actually don't mind his. Like,
the most comic accurate S that you've ever gotten on screen is that right there.
Is this one? Yeah. So I actually like. I was just gonna say, where's a good picture of it? I guess this is okay.
That one is right there. Yeah.
See, I really like this a lot, and I don't mind the texturing, but it's a little bit still too dark. So I wish it was a little bit less dark, and I wish he had the trunks. I don't mind the red belt because it does break up the blue
trunks as well. It's
wanna
just,
see my-
it's
yeah.
the era of no trunks. You know, it was like that in the comics for the while, and it takes their shows longer to come out. So hot on the heels of like the DCEU and post trunks and comics, it was just. I mean, it looks damn good. I mean, look at that.
Like this is not too bad. I wish the boots were slightly higher and a little bit like thinner. And the belt's okay. The S is good. I just wish it was brighter. That's all. Here's what's his face is Dean Cain's. This S was way too weird for me. It just felt like too blobby and big. Yeah, it just felt too blobby. Is that a word?
Yeah, but if you start critiquing the blobby of that, you're gonna end up having to address Christopher Reeve.
Well, who's the best?
But I'm saying his S was not like it had that we had to make this for a costume look to it as well.
Yeah,
like the bottom of the S comes down. That's the second largest yellow bit on the symbol is hit small. That second to right one. I mean, look at that.
This is still like to me. This is I know it's still got that we made a costume like what you're saying it. But I mean. This is from Cape Wonder. I bet Cape Wonder does like those great like high res super glossy photos, but this is bloody awesome. Like this is the real Superman. see it's the real Superman. It's not Christopher Reeve's costume, it's the real Superman costume that Christopher Reeve is wearing. Everything else is like the whatever version.
You watched the documentary yet, J-Man?
Oh yeah, I did watch it. I watched it. I did watch the full thing. I mean, Dana Reeve is just like a superhero also. I mean, she literally is a superhero, which is like crazy. And Robin Williams, I didn't realize how awesome he was too. Like I knew he was great, but the idea that Robin Williams came in and dressed up like as a guy, then like, I'm getting like goosebumps. It was like, I couldn't believe that. It's like, how amazing of a person are you to go in there and start like being funny and everything. And it's like, Christopher Reeve is the best. I mean, I've been supporting that foundation since the dog tags came out, and I have a recurring like monthly donation to it. And it's like my main thing that I support. It's just like, it's awesome. I love that they came in to say, we also want to do not just a cure. And I remember this because it changed on your donation thing. Like it actually, it used to be Christopher Reeve Foundation, and now it's Christopher and Dana. And it actually, I remember when it said, it used to be like, oh, we're finding a cure. But then they said it's today's care, tomorrow's cure. I liked that. They showed that in the documentary because I never really thought of it that way. It's like, yeah, you also want to help the people now, like help people now, but also find a cure. The documentary is awesome.
Here's my hot take of the older DC comic teams. I think the Justice Society of America is much better than the Justice League of America.
Well, if you have Superman in it, then I love JSA big time. I collected all of those. George Reeves. Let's take a look at George Reeves while we're here. Yeah, I mean, I love JSA. So, I mean, I don't know if they're, like better or worse. It's whatever your personal preference is. I can tell you that the Avengers comics, I don't know what issue I'm on Avengers now. I guess I do. I just read 26 today. The first 25 Avengers comics, I think, are better than the first 25 Justice League of America comics.
Oh, crazy.
Like, which is, I love Superman's my favorite of all time, but I got to be honest, I got to be honest. But I'll tell you right now that, and Mark knows this, right now, Action Comics and Superman are effing 4,000 billion times better than whatever Avengers is out. I can guarantee you.
Mm-hmm. That Superman issue 20 was probably one of the best single issue comics of 2024.
It is.
Dude, Redline went around the world and dropped Doomsday after Paris. That was so fast paced and coordinated.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Superman issue 20. That's the best comic. Easy. That is the best comic of the year. Or whatever.
It's in the conversation for sure.
Or Transformers is there too. But Transformers is almost like the whole thing is awesome, rather than saying which.
So it's getting crowded in that book right now.
See, I know all of the characters, so for me, it's like, holy shit!
Like the story is getting crowded with the bouncing to Cybertron, then back to Earth, and the Autobots are there, the Decepticons are there. I'm like, dude, slow it down. Like Danny Warren Johnson, I think, is only going through like 20 or 24, so he's like feels like he's starting to sprint to the end of his
Sprint
story
to-
arc here.
This is how it was, though. If you're watching, because we went back and watched Headmasters, that's how it was with Headmasters. There's like, because Cybertron is destroyed, Mars is destroyed. So there's Athenia, there's a Decepticon based on Char. Then there's a mobile Decepticon based in Scorponok's body, and then there's an Autobot based on Earth. There's an Autobot based on the Moon, and then there's an Autobot based on Athenia. And they keep flipping back, and like me, and so you're like, okay, so like Sean and I were covering just a certain amount of episodes. I'm like, Sean, we need to do more episodes because by the time I get around to watching the next batch, I'm completely lost. So it's like like the cartoons are crazy. Like if you go back from the beginning and watch them all, you're like, this is insane. I've been missing some of the chat. I didn't put a Superman suit. Yeah, put on the real suit. Yeah, Chris reminds me of Silver Age. Yeah, Silver Age is awesome. What about George Reeves? So let's say he looks good. This looks pretty damn good.
What about Kirk Allen before George Reeves?
Yeah, Kirk Allen. We can take a look at him as well.
I think it was the same suit.
Yeah, it might have been. And the only thing is like it's anime. Like it's hard to get into it when it's like animated when he's moving. Like I mean, when he's moving around, he's normal. Then he flies.
That's how they dropped him. He wouldn't do the wires anymore.
Yeah. Henry Cavill's always. I know, Belle, you love Henry Cavill. I like Henry Cavill the person. Kirk Allen, Superman. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, it looks like it's the same.
I love that shot.
Oh my God, he's reading his own comic. What the hell?
He's as
Well, the
surprised
thing
as you
is-
are.
The thing is, it was in black and white, so that's probably the cape and the S are probably black.
Yeah. Yeah, if you see,
It was gray.
how about
You can look up the original suit. It's like gray and black.
It was the same with Cavill, or not Cavill, George Reeves. When you see images of him in his, the early days on his TV show, which was in black and white, the S and the cape are actually like a really dark.
yeah, even with Batman, like it's just that's just how it was. That's why sometimes you see like also weird posters where they have coloring wrong. It's the whole Star Wars lightsaber problem where they made Luke's lightsaber yellow because they didn't realize that like it's like the shot that they had was just a clear stick before it had they put the blue on it.
Right. Yeah.
So you got these yellow, and then Ray had a yellow one. I'm sure everyone loves that. So, but anyway, Mark, did you see that Spider-Man friendly? What is it? Friendly?
I don't want to know that shit. Y'all already talked about it. You don't need to waste time with me shitting on it.
Yeah, ass poops.
Dude, you know what I said as soon as I saw the first Disney Spider-Man movie? I'm like, oh my God, I hope we go back and do his origin story. Not.
not. All right, let's take a look at Amazing Spider-Man 2 then, since we talked about that suit, because that looked really good. Yeah, like this was cool.
Yeah, it's definitely the most comic accurate. I like the one that he had in Amazing Spider-Man 1, though, because I like the material from it. I like the yellow eyes.
I did.
Like the
I
way that
didn't,
the red was.
I did not
woven
enjoy
in.
some of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man movies. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 at the ending, I was really angry that Gwen Stacy died, and then Spider-Man started crying at the end. Like
I was
Spider-Man
crying.
should not be crying like way too much.
I would cry too.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, gosh,
I love that suit.
I don't like. Oh man, I don't really hate the movies in the way to say I hate them. Like I'm not. It's just I don't know. I like Spider-Man 2. Like Spider-Man 1 was really cool, and 2 was so good. You're like, wow, this is like so good. And then 3 was like, yeah, it was okay. I don't hate part 3 either. Really,
Yeah, I've rewatched part 3 1,000 times because of how much action's in it.
there's lots of Spider.
So much.
I like the black costume. I wish Venom was only in it for 1 second, like just to have him get rid of the suit, and then maybe the symbiote can go away, and then it meets Eddie, and then maybe it jumps on him or something, and then that's all you show, and then the next movie, because Sandman
That
looked.
was it. That was the original intentions. They crammed 4 and 3 together once they figured out they weren't getting a 4.
Yeah, Spider-Man
Yeah,
3.
Do you guys remember the Amazing Spider-Man annual issue number 2, volume 1, when the Spider-Man tried to join the adventures, and then Spider-Man got really angry.
Mm-mm.
And then, so Spider-Man was trying to find, because Spider-Man was trying to find the Hulk, and Spider-Man just said, nope, I'm out. Goodbye.
I mean, look, when I saw this, I was stunned. I'm like, this is the exact Sandman. Like, he's got the stripes and everything. I was like, I can't believe it. And this guy looked good.
Thomas Hayden Church.
Thomas, yeah, I was like, shit, this guy's like, I was pumped, man. And I like the black costume as well. I like doing the black costume story.
That fight in the subway between them was really cool.
That was badass. So I kind of still like part 3. I know this is like, I can acknowledge it's not as good, but I kind of still like it because I'm a sucker for it. But an Amazing Spider-Man, I don't hate them, but I was just like, oh, I don't know. I was just like, ugh, it's just like, I don't know.
I truly loved every Spider-Man movie that came out until we got to Disney.
Until Disney,
yeah. What is this?
Until Disney came and ruined Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Vulture was cool. Like, I liked Mysterio the way he looked, but he didn't do anything really. Vulture didn't, like, he was too brown. He should have more green on him.
I think the first one was just such a crazy departure from what I was used to, that first Disney one. I'm like, okay, well, what do they got next? And then the next one, I was like, I did not like that one, where the Night Monkey one or whatever.
Oh, that was not good at all. There's so much shenanigans. It's like so silly. Like, what is happening here? It's like his pants are off.
At that point, like the MCU was becoming like Smallville season 1 through 3, where every bad guy is a meteor freak. It was every bad guy is just a disgruntled Stark employee. I'm like, this is so boring.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Who's everyone's favorite Lois?
On now.
I mean,
it's Terry Hatcher. That's it, right? He said on TV. Or movies.
Sorry, I'm sorry, TV. Or movies.
Terry Hatcher for the win. Come on.
I mean,
I can still picture in the opening when she goes down the slide and falls onto the mat, and they took that from that episode and put it into her opening segment. Like,
my favorite Lois is Erica Durance.
Oh yeah, from Smallville, yeah.
Oh, that's. I mean, what is the criteria that we're using?
My criteria is be as close to Terry Hatcher as possible. So for me, Terry Hatcher won. Let's Coach Z.
Scott.
I mean, I'm gonna. Oh gosh, can I pick Lana? I'll pick Stacey Hyduck, Lana from.
I thought you were gonna say Kristen Cruitt.
She's good too, but from Superboy.
Yeah, she was a smoke show too.
Oh my goodness!
She had Saved by the Bell Lex Luthor with his long hair. The Mixed-Piddlix episode was I don't know, always my favorite.
Yeah, that actor's great. He was in Sleepaway Camp Part 3.
That's why it's so creepy.
Yeah. I don't know my favorite. I liked, you know what? I gotta say, I actually really liked. Is it Bitsy or whatever, the Superman and Lois? I thought she was like a good modern Lois.
Yeah, she crushed it. She looked weird to me because I didn't watch her on Arrowverse. The Arrowverse stuff was just trash.
I watched everything. I've seen it all.
Yeah. So my introduction to her as Lois was on the show, and she seemed like, I'm like, man, this actress seems like noticeably skinny, like in the face, cheekbones and stuff. But then like after watching her perform, like she is, and I hate that. Man, there's certain things I can't say because it'll just spoil it for you. But there's certain things that this woman does with her performance before this is over with for you, J-Man, that will solidify her entire time on this show. I promise you. Yeah,
I actually liked also Tyler Hoechlin, however you say his name. He was
good.
He was he played in that bodybuilding movie. What the hell was it called? He's a Canadian guy. Sorry?
I said Pumping Iron.
No. Oh, I love Pumping Iron. By the way,
Pain and Gain.
Painting maybe. No. It wasn't
Pain
maybe. No. We'll find that in a second. No, I've watched Pumping Iron sometimes 3 times in one day. I absolutely cannot get enough of Pumping Iron.
Can you imagine how healthy you would be if you actually lifted weights for that same amount of time?
I know.
People lift weights.
And every time I watch it, I'm like, I'm going tomorrow, baby. I'm going tomorrow. And then I never did.
Tyler was in Bigger is the name of the movie.
That's it. Yo, that was a great little movie because I like learning about bodybuilding and that kind of stuff. That was a very
was
good
that?
little movie.
When was that out?
Yeah, we'll check right now. Bigger Tyler. I don't know how to spell his name. Let's see if that brings it up. Yeah, here it is. Bigger. Yeah, this is it. So he plays the guy who started the IF, whatever it is, right?
I don't like him
2018.
as Superman.
Oh, is he Joe Weider? Is that who he is? Oh, is that who he is?
Let me see. Where's the cast?
Joe
Yeah.
Weider.
Yeah, Joe Weider. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Check it out. Classic is good.
Okay.
There's a guy who plays Schwarzenegger in it too. So this guy plays Schwarzenegger.
His name's Callum von Moger.
Yeah, it has to be right to play Schwarzenegger. But look, like he plays Schwarzenegger in the movie.
Damn, dude. He is
pretty good, yeah. Okay, if you haven't seen Pumping Iron, have you seen it, Mark, or no? Have you seen Pumping Iron? Oh my God. Listen, I'm giving you well, I can't give you the guarantee because I'm not for sure. I'll give you a very close to, dude, Schwarzenegger in it is absolutely hilarious because he's playing a heel. A lot of it is just fake. Like Schwarzenegger, they wanted to make it a real documentary, and it is a real documentary, but Lou Ferrigno was the up and coming guy who's trying to challenge Schwarzenegger for the championship. But Lou Ferrigno was so nice, polite, sweet guy that they just couldn't get footage of him being a dick. So they're like, let's make Schwarzenegger the dick. So Schwarzenegger, who's producing, is like, I'll be the heel. And he's like, if Lou is ready on the day of the contest, I'll talk to him and confuse him. And it's like he's talking like I'm gonna play mind games and screw him over. You're like, okay, what is all this? Schwarzenegger's like, yeah, I'm just playing a heel, but it's so funny. And there's a part where like Schwarzenegger's eating breakfast with Lou Ferrigno and his dad, and he's like shaking with fear, and the eggs are falling off the fork. He's like, and then he tries to hold his arm steady. He's like, thank you, Lou. And he goes, so Lou, is that the plan this morning? Take me out for breakfast to psych me out, and your dad is talking, and you're talking about my mother, and you're talking about pumping me up. And he's like, is that the place? Like, Lou, he goes, this isn't your year, Lou. Maybe next year you can go. You're too late on this one. It's just like, it's so good. I've literally cried laughing. It's so funny. It's a great movie. But anyways, that's enough Pumping Iron. It's on Netflix or Tubi or something. Schwarzenegger's the best. I only watched Superman and Lois and Stargirl out of the Arrowverse shows. I did not watch Stargirl yet.
So Stargirl's not an Arrowverse show. Like,
no, it's not, right?
Whatever they might have done with her in a special one shot. Stargirl was originally on the DC Universe streaming app, and it ran there. And when they decided to take their original television shows off that streaming app, they spread them out. Like the Harley Quinn cartoon went to Sci-Fi, Swamp Thing went to here, there, all that stuff, and Stargirl went to CW to finish out what they had already planned for it. And then Superman and Lois, it's not canon to the Arrowverse either. It's its own thing.
Its own.
In Superman Lois, no other heroes exist other than Superman. That's the only one. And General Lane even has a little sly comment. It's a one-off comment saying, I've been to other worlds where it's not like here. There's other heroes elsewhere, but it's made on the CW, but it's not like Flash and Arrow continuity, Legends of Tomorrow continuity, or Supergirl or any of that.
Oh man, Legends is so trash. The first season was like somewhat decent. Season 2 was like okay, and then it became almost. I mean, we finished it because we're such losers, but like my wife and I, but like it was almost unwatchable. We did get and Batwoman. I didn't hate the first season, but I disliked it. But season 2 is a train wreck monstrosity of garbage. Nobody can finish it. Like it's unwatchable. You cannot finish it. If I said just get through it, you cannot get through it. Like it's impossible. But okay, how about Millie as Supergirl?
Millie, I'm all in for that. In the early casting stuff, when they were saying these are the front runners, I was pushing hard for her. She's just out of everyone that they were looking at. She looks like Supergirl, and I know I watch her on House of the Dragon. She's fantastic.
Yeah. Hey, have you read this one, Mark? This is coming out soon. Night of Seven Kingdoms. I didn't know you were a Game of Thrones guy, so
I just watch them.
I'm trying to finish this. I just finished Fire and Blood. Jesus Christ. House of the Dragon season 2. It's 760 pages. House of the Dragon season 2 is 17 pages in the book. That's it.
And you know what's crazy is I was one of the people that I was a huge fan of the way it ended too. Like that had me hyped, like going to war. I think everyone wanted so much more from the finale, but they gave us like those moments through the season itself. So I was good with just like this epic pivot point in the story being our big finale. It just makes me that much more excited for season 3.
So I won't tell you then, but who are you on? Any one specific team or?
You know, of course. House Black. Let's go.
You're going, oh man. See, Alicent's is my favorite character, so I gotta go.
You would.
I gotta go with Alicent. Green's also my favorite color.
It's my favorite color too, but fuck that house.
Oh, dude, no, but okay, you know what? That show did a lot of weirdness to psychologically and subconsciously get you on Rhaenyra. I love Rhaenyra; she's great, but they did a lot of things because Rhaenyra's flag is the original colors that everyone knows, but that's not what it is in the book. She adds all of the houses to her flag. So and then it's still a black flag with a gold dragon, not a green flag. They did little psychological things.
It's not about the flags for me. Really what it is, I'm on Matt Smith's team. Where Damon goes, I follow. That guy is like when he's on screen, like I'm just like, dude, what's he about to do? This crazy psycho. It's just, I don't know, it's just good. I like how much they did a great job of showing you how it's just a series of unfortunate events that led us to where we're at in this.
Yeah.
It's just one unfortunate event. Like things happen and you're just like begging them not to. You're like, please don't let this go through with this. And when it does, you're asking yourself, is it too late to turn back? Like, what if we could just get these two characters to talk? Like if they had cell phones back then, there would be no war. The message takes so long to get to each other.
The Ravens and all of that.
Yeah.
Well, I know how. I know how everything ends up. The book. So the book is 760 pages, and it's 150 years of Targaryen history. So House of the Dragon season 1 doesn't start till page like 400 or something. So like I've got Aegon the Conqueror all the way through to where Rhaenyra is then said, okay, she's going to be the heir. So that's all that's like 450 something pages, buddy. Before that, so people complaining about it, I get their complaints, but they also can't really do that book. It's impossible.
Yeah, it's also called House of the Dragon. It's meant just to be a little
they cannot. So they also lost 2 episodes. So Joe Dog, I know you didn't like the ending of House of the Dragon season 2, but they did lose. Production lost 2 episodes, just so you know. So they may have intended that battle to happen, and then that would have been the conclusion, but they just couldn't do it. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens in season 3. But I like this. I got to tell you, this Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's just 3 stories. They're 100 pages each. Very easy reading. It's about Dunk and Egg, and Dunk is one of the damn best.
That's that mini series we're getting soon, right?
Dude, if it's following the books, it's going to be damn good. And the guy who plays, I don't know who's going to play Dunk. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Let's see who plays this guy. This character is an awesome character. Oh my gosh. He is really awesome. All right. Thanks, Mark. Take it easy. This guy's a great character.
Blackwood might be my favorite Game of Thrones house.
That's
Blackwood,
Game of Thrones, Blackwood. I haven't read Game of Thrones yet.
Aren't they?
Blackwood, let me see. Oh, yes. Yeah, these guys. Yeah. The thing is, so much goes on. Like, you have to understand something too about the book, because it's the Fire and Blood book is told like a historical text. So it says stuff like this, like Alicent married the king out of the duty to and the promise to her father in order to whatever serve the realm. That's it. So now the writer needs to take that and show that. So how do you do it? And the other thing with the book is that it's 3 different historical references. So there's 3 people telling you the story, and each guy's perspective is slightly different. So, okay, everyone saw season 2, right? So you know, when they say, you remember the blood and cheese thing where she says, okay, I want one of the sons to die or whatever, right?
Mhm.
So basically the book is like, it's like some accounts say that Rhaenyra went mad and said, I want the sons to die. And then yet another account says she only mentioned that it would be fair for that to happen. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no, there's not a definitive thing. So I don't know how you would even film that. So it's very difficult to make that show.
Whichever one sounds like it would work best on film.
On film, that's what they pretty much do. And really, they weren't going to show because there's another kid. They actually omitted a kid. There's a third kid. So there's 2 boys and a girl, and there's a younger boy, and she picks the younger boy to die, but they kill the older boy because he'd be next in line as the heir. And then the younger boy grows up knowing that he was chosen to die by the mom. That character's not going to be in the show, so that's not a spoiler. But I almost did spoil something, so I don't want to say. Anyways, but yeah, so let's look. So what about, did you guys like Melissa? I liked Melissa Benoist as Supergirl, at least the way she looked, like she looked like a good Supergirl, like her face and everything. I thought she looked, I thought this was really cool. Like she looked really cool. And then she got the pants in season whatever.
But I didn't like how the show was written though.
Oh, the show was written terribly. It's awful. Like, but she looked cool.
Conviction.
Yeah, like again, like the thing is, it's like for me, it all starts from the look of it. So I saw this girl, I was like, yeah, she looks good. She looks like Supergirl. This is going to be cool. And then I was like, this isn't really that good. So that's the problem. So, but right now with Superman, I'm like, I don't know if this looks that good. So that's why I'm worried about it. Maybe, maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. I don't know. But let's look at, so Millie Alcock, we haven't seen anything for her yet. Mark, did you like, I read the first 3 issues of Woman of Tomorrow. I didn't like it at all.
You're talking to the wrong one right now. I'll go on a rant on you. Don't make me.
Oh, did you like? I know I didn't like it. I thought it was boring, man. It just
so I'm a Tom King guy.
I don't think I am. I don't think I like anything.
But I'm a Tom King fan. Like if his name's on it, like I'm picking it up, like because I know it's going to be good, and then I know it's going to surprise me. It's going to be outside of the normal beats of stuff, kind of thing.
I dislike Tom King as a DC writer.
And Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow was like probably his best book he put out that entire year.
You know what? I don't want Tom King near everything DC propagated.
Agreed.
Like that Superman Up and Away, J-Man, if you read that, you'd be like, oh, that's probably going to hit your top 10, top 15 list of Superman stories. It's just a 6-issue. Like it's almost like All-Star in a sense that it kind of showcases all these iconic, memorable moments in Superman's life while he's out to rescue this one single life, because every life to him is valuable. But Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow was fantastic. It's literally, Tom King said he wanted to do True Grit, like his take on True Grit. And it's by the end of it, you're like, holy shit. It hits. And what I like about his stories, especially when he's doing a mini or a maxi, is you can guarantee that the penultimate issue is going to be your prestige that sets the context for what you just went through. Because you'll have questions, you'll be wondering this and that. Like, perfect example, Human Target. Fantastic book. Smallwood's art plays to it perfectly, but everyone started bitching because, like, oh, he character assassinated Guy Gardner. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And then you get to the Prestige and you realize everyone that was bitching and moaning and saying that and didn't finish it just got egg on their face. And I won't even spoil what the twist is, but it involves Guy Gardner, who everyone's like, oh, they killed him and he's a douchebag and this and that, and that's not Guy Gardner. But Supergirl One of Tomorrow is where he broke from his structure too. He was doing that dual timeline structure for so much stuff, like Mr. Miracle, Strange Adventures, Batman, Catwoman, and people were kind of getting tired of it. Rorschach. But that right there, that was just a straightforward, linear, cosmic western.
Yeah, I remember. So I mean, I bought it. I buy every Supergirl Superman
artwork too, man. Good God.
I remember reading this and thinking I just didn't care at all. Like I was just like, what is going on? I don't know.
Look at that. Keep going. Do you remember when they shot Crypto with the arrow, right?
Let me see how many issues I own of it. I wonder if it's right here. Usually my Superman comics are like at hand. Let me see.
But
yes,
like, just out of curiosity to the panel, like what are some of the TK stuff that y'all read that kind of put you off of him? But he's definitely not for everybody.
2K.
Tom King.
I particularly didn't like Heroes in Crisis.
Was it just the Wally thing?
Primarily, yeah.
That's fair. That hit a lot of people. That's my favorite Flash too, like big time. My favorite Flash.
So I read the first 3. So I got the first 3.
It's worth finishing, homie. It's definitely worth finishing. I enjoyed Heroes in Crisis. I like the Harley and Booster team up thing. That was a blast. The Wally thing, that was shocking, and I don't know. I think that was too much context, like real context to comics. Too much stakes. You know, people complain about not having stakes, and you've had a complete universe that was just destroyed. Everyone that you ever knew and loved, including your wife and kids, gone, and you're the only person who remembers that world, and you're a super. And in his case, a conduit for the Speed Force, and people are like,
what
Wally
else?
killed people, but Wally didn't kill anybody.
I didn't read any of the Batman stuff. Did you read the Batman Tom King stuff, Joe Dog? Was something that you didn't like, or was that someone else that said that?
What were we gonna say that again?
Well, what was the Tom King thing that you didn't like? Was that Batman, or is that someone else who told me they didn't like that?
Tom King's Superman woman, Supergirl woman of tomorrow.
This is one you didn't like?
That one I didn't like. That looks terrible.
How far did you read in it?
I always saw the covers and I was like, I'm out. Like,
wow! So you just didn't even. The thing is, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I didn't even read it. Like, screw Tom King. Like, screw his work.
So I did read the first 3, and I thought, okay, I like this, like her and the girl going on this little adventure. But there's a problem, and this happened with me with the Superman Lost. All of those, I felt like it just takes too long. Like I'm like, I feel like nothing's going on.
Christopher Priest, he brought that together. Superman Lost was a 12-issue one. It has like 3 distinct story aspects to it, and the third arc ties those separate distinct stories together. And even if you skip to it, read issue 10. You'll see like the coolest Lex Luthor like kind of monologue moment. It was
those I bought all of them, even though because it's Superman. Supergirl, I'm less committed to. Like, even if I don't like Superman, I'll just finish it. Like, I'll just buy it anyways. This one I kind of just stopped.
I read the Mike Barron's Wally West run of the Flash on the very first issue. That was amazing. Like, it came out in like 1987. This was when Wally West turned 20 years old, and he was on his own now, and became as the new Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a yellow Zero with
Flash.
Yeah,
I've read like maybe like 20 Flash comics. That's it.
If you like Wally West, you need to pick up the Jeremy Adams run from Cy Sperrier's writing it right now, but Jeremy Adams wrote it before him. He probably did, I don't know, probably 20, 30 issues or so, but he finished his run with what's called the 1 Minute War. Alien race that's capable of accessing hypertime invade Earth, and the only people that know it's happening are the speedsters, and the entire story arc takes place in 1 minute.
Yeah, I heard about that. That sounded really neat. That's a damn cool idea.
And you got Max Mercury in there with him the whole time. Like, Jeremy Adams, like he brought it, man. He's a can't miss writer for DC. If you like classic style comics and nailing like the character on the head, he's doing Green Lantern right now. That's who's about to be writing Aquaman. Not this week, but next week, a brand new, finally, after years, finally, we get an ongoing Aquaman title, and John Timms is doing the art too. So it's all-star all around with Adams and Timms.
Are you getting that classic? You said Aquaman's your favorite DC character. You gonna try that next week or whatever?
He's not my favorite, but he's in my top 3.
I'm gonna take a look at it. Yeah.
You know, I don't buy. You know, I don't buy modern Marvel and DC comics anymore. Since they have gone to shit.
You're missing. Yeah, Joe Dog, you had said that. The thing is, just be careful of like a full blanket statement, because some of the Supermans, like I'm telling you, this last Superman action comics are like, it's like Mon-El is in there fighting, and like they're in the Phantom Zone fighting guys, and then he's going back in the past and fighting friggin' guys, and then every Phantom Zone villain escapes and goes to different planets, so they're fighting guys on different planets now. I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. And then Superman Time Trapper being like a future doomsday thing is like, this is crazy stuff. So I don't know about every DC comic because I don't read, but I also have to say, I kind of like Detective Comics.
Detective is amazing. All right, so I hear this a lot because I do a lot of content and I read a shit ton of comics.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I hear there's rage bait channels out there that all they do is make content telling you how shitty modern comics are, and that's they're literally just trying to get you to click on their video, and they're fucking lying to your face to do it.
They're not reading at all,
dude. They're not even reading it. Like I said with the whole Human Target thing, they went on this whole diatribe about character assassination of Guy Gardner when it's literally part of the twist of the story. And there's countless examples, like the current Wonder Woman. I've watched them tell literal lies about the book that they were reviewing and why it's trash, and it blows my mind. But the thing with modern comics is there's so fucking many, they're not all trash.
They're
like
not all trash.
Out, no. Action is amazing right now. Superman is amazing right now. If you like older comics, go get Metamorpho issue number 1 that just came out. That's literally an homage to the Silver Age, Brave and the Bold appearances and stuff. Mm-hmm. It literally feels like you're reading a Silver Age book in modern time, which that's its intention. There's countless good books. The trick is
Green Lantern is crazy good
Green
right
Lantern's
now.
Amazing right now.
Yeah,
it's like on the Jeff Johns level stuff again. And that's Jeremy Adams doing that. But it's literally one of those things. If you pick up a book and you're like, I don't like this, don't get the next issue and try something else. And you will find more books you like that you'll have to start picking and choosing what to leave behind. There's more than like 200 individual titles come out. I guarantee you'll love a lot of it.
It's tough. Like I know what they're doing. I'm not going to say anybody's name, but I caught a lie on a Detective Comics, and this was a big lie. And they didn't lie, but they didn't read the comic because they had said something. I was like, I just read this, and that's not what this comic is saying. Mm-hmm. It was about, and I don't want to mention any channels' names because I respect all these people.
I can guess what channel you're talking about. Is there 2 names in the title of the channel? Or 2 words?
I don't remember. It's not the ones that you're thinking. I don't think it's the ones that you're thinking, but it's a different one. And this is someone who I actually like a lot of their content. But when they're wrong, they're wrong. And the thing is, I don't want to. If something is trash, I'll tell you in 1 second it's trash. Like 100%. If I hate something, I will for sure tell you because I hate. There's a lot of stuff that I do hate, and I will say it. But if something's good, I can't lie and say I can't. I'll never lie about my opinion. You might not agree with me. That's a different thing, but I won't lie about my opinion for any reason. Everybody knows I love Wonder Woman 84.
There's a lot of content creators that like, okay, how am I going to trash that book when it comes out next week? And they get it. No matter what, they're going to have to find a reason to trash it because they know that if this person wrote it, I have to give it a negative review because that's what will get me the views. When I make a yucky face on my thumbnail and put trash on the title.
Right.
I mean,
I don't agree with that either. Like, if something's bad, I'll tell you it's bad. In my opinion, if I think
example, Batman Offworld, Jason Aaron wrote that crappy. Don't. It's terrible. But what was good was his 3 issues that he did in action, because that's kind of the action format right now. Save for this Mark Waid thing we're doing, you have like big hitter writers coming in just doing 3-issue arcs. Had Gail Simone do a great Silver Age 3-issue throwback story.
That was cool too.
Yeah, right before this Phantom.
Yeah. That was good. That's when it started to get really. It picked up. It picked up again.
Before then is when they started the Superstars thing. Jason Aaron did a Bizarro.
Yeah. Shit, that was bloody
Right? Like,
Awesome.
then why hasn't anyone thought of that? Like, I felt like an idiot. I'm
Yes.
like, wait a minute. If he is Superman's opposite, why wouldn't this dude be beast mode at magic?
Yes. Yeah, right. Oh, yo, dude, when he stole all of the magic powers, I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, that's awesome. No,
Yeah.
yo, that was okay. No, that was really good too. You should. I don't know what the problem is. Action Comics. There's so many numbers now, and it was one a week. So I don't know how far back you have to go. But go back to where you see there's a Bizarro. There's a cover where it's like Bizarro on the cover, and then just go back 2 or 3 from before that where that started. That was epic. That was Action Comics. What was that? Action
That was right
Comics.
after Philip Kennedy Johnson's run ended. So you need to go back 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 12 plus 6. You need to go back 18 issues ago.
Okay, so volume 1. So it's like 10. What are we on? Let me see. I don't know what I just clicked, but my internet's frozen. My internet's like literally frozen.
We're on 1081, so no, it's after that.
Okay, so it's way after this, yeah.
Yeah, we're on issue 1081, so you got to go back.
I think it was like 1060 or something, wasn't it?
It's 18 issues from 1081, is what I'm guessing. Unless we.
This was good. This is it. Here it is. I found it.
Yeah, that John Timms art. There's
so this is part. I think this is part 1.
Yeah.
This is part 1 of it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so Bizarro comes and steals all these guys' magic. This is Super Beats. And then he comes back and he's like a full magic user now. I'm like, this is awesome. And then like literally everyone is Bizarro. And I have to say, best alternate Joker that I've ever seen. Like, so if everyone becomes a Bizarro, just to get check this out, Joe Dog and Class, everyone becomes Bizarro. So Joker becomes sane. Like everyone turns insane. So the sanest guy turns sane, and Joker's like this super posh, smart guy. He's like, "Oh, Batman, I'll help you out," or Superman, I'm gonna help you out. I was like, "This is hilarious." He was
helping guard the perimeter and everything.
Yeah, like Joker was like the sanest guy on the planet. I'm like, this is great. From here on in,
now
so it's been a year of all of this.
Classic. You said you're an Aquaman guy. This is the artwork we have to look forward to next week.
Oh, this is the guy. Okay.
Yeah, John Timms. Like, not new to this industry at all. They put Aquaman in good hands, which is good because he's been
awesome.
Aquaman's been known to be short of hand.
Yes. Look, he's fighting kaiju. Like, I mean, are you kidding me? That's a great idea. The problem is Marvel. I'll say this and then we'll start to wrap up. I understand what's going on. What's going on is that both companies make stupid decisions and do really questionable things in their comics, and then those get all of the press. So it's like, here's something stupid that happened, and everyone chimes in. Oh shit, this is trash. This is dumb. What are they doing? But nobody says, hey, by the way, did you fucking read Superman? That was epic. I'll tell you my one problem. My one problem is that either not everyone, a lot of people are either shilling, which means they just say everything is the best. Star Wars is the best. Every episode of everything is the best. Acolyte was the best. That's all they do. Or they literally hate everything. It's impossible. It's not possible for you to love it all, and it's not possible for you to hate it all. And if you're a fan, here's what turned me off, and I'm not going to mention any of the names. X-Men 97. Before that had come out, there was a lot of talk that it's going to be terrible and all of these things, isn't like all this W stuff and whatever, right?
And half of it was amazing.
And I literally thought the whole thing, I was like, well, this show is freaking awesome. Now,
X-Men 97.
Yes. Yeah. I only saw one channel. I will mention this person. This is Echo Base Network, who's Coach, who I do know. He's the only video I saw that wrote a big thing. He's like, I was wrong about X-Men 97. That's the title of his video. And then a big stamp saying I was wrong. And then he says, guys, X-Men 97 was amazing. I thought it was going to be shit. I said all this stuff. I was completely wrong. You should watch this. So did I. I report on it too. I'm an X-Men guy. So I was like, this is going to be shit. It's Disney. They can't continue anything that's old. It's going to be crap. None of my friends watched.
That first episode, they set the stage.
Yeah, nobody watched it. Steve didn't want to watch it. Dan didn't want to watch it. Sean didn't want to watch it. Who like literally all my friends like, we're not watching it. I was like, guys, trust me. And finally, episode 3 with the Goblin Queen, I was like, okay. I was like, just watch episode 3. Just do me a favor and watch it. It's 20 minutes. Just fucking watch it. It's nothing. And then everyone's like, shit, this is the best. And then I went and bought like all the X-Men 97 toys. And how come nobody reported that they were wrong? I don't like that, because that means you're not a fan. I want Superman to be the best movie ever. I want Supergirl to be the best movie ever. I want X-Men 97 to be the best movie ever. I want this new Aquaman comic to be the best thing ever. I want to go to the comic store and be like, dude, I want to buy it's like, add it to my pull, add it to my pull, add it. I don't want to hate things. It's like, I want to like stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's my problem.
I think I kind of hang out, like your circle and my circle has some overlap,
Yeah.
Everyone's circles have a little bit of overlap and some that don't. Most of the guys that like I hang out with or that co-stream with me, they're not the rage baiters. You know what I mean? Most of the people I know, I'm the odd man out most of the time because I'm the hypercritical one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that, like in this the spaces we share, you and I are the two hypercritical guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like when the Mandalorian season 3 came out, if you scroll back through my IG, I'll try to like kind of just like drop my thoughts as the episodes come out. 1 week, yes. Next week, what the fuck? Next week, yes. Next week, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm getting dizzy from this roller coaster ride. And I don't know, Acolyte was pretty easy. I went from giving it like low rating out of 10 just using shit emojis.
Yeah.
This is rough.
Well, that's a bad show. And we talk about bad stuff just to be funny, but like that's actually a bad show in the sense of it's also made poorly. Like the characters' motivations are so weird. This isn't like I don't like the Superman costume. I'm talking about like the characters say a thing. The example that we both ended up using was the Mist Woman thing. It's like, you can't effing take my kids or something. And then she turned into this mist monster and the guy stabbed it. And then she's like, oh, I was going to let you take them. I'm like, no, you weren't. You literally said you can't take the kids. That was a bad show. But like, I didn't watch Mandalorian season 3 yet, so I don't know what I'll think about it. I own it because I bought all the Mandalorians on 4K. So I didn't watch season 3 yet, but
it's bad.
It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, shit. I bought it because I just bought all the Mandalorians.
Smoke monster. I was gonna let her come with you. Get out.
Oh no, that was terrible.
Get out of here.
Yeah. But that's bad. That's bad no matter how you look at it though, because there's blocking issues too. Like they landed on that planet and they're like, oh wait, look, there's a fortress here. It's like, what are you talking about? You didn't see that? Like it was right there. Like if you just turn, you could see it. Like it was just stupid in that way. Anyway, all right.
I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward.
Go ahead.
I'm really looking forward to hanging out with you on Sunday for the Dread live stream. I have the Dread 4K Steelbook.
Oh, I don't have that. That's awesome. I was thinking about getting it. Is that the one? Is that the picture that I used? That's the picture that I used, right? Yeah, that's the one. I used that as the picture. Yeah.
Love it.
That's
it's the one on the right there. I'm a big Steelbook guy and I'm a big Judge Dredd guy too.
Me too.
I know Dayman will appreciate this. It's the complete Bayverse 4K Steelbook collection.
Those are all they look amazing. Even if the movies are poo poo, man, I tried watching it again. Yeah, that's cool too. That's cool too. The Resident Evils.
In this case where they're spaced out, you can get your fingers in there and stuff.
Yeah, I liked Resident. I like those movies.
Oh, it's a fun franchise.
I know. Again, it's not really. I don't think it's really I guess it's not really the games, but I also like Mila Jovovich from when I first saw her in Return to the Blue Lagoon.
I do want to pimp some shit out real quick.
Yeah, for sure. Go for it.
Every Sunday is at Week's End. It's a big Legion Loot channel member giveaway. But to celebrate next month with Aquaman coming out, I try to theme the boxes when can. So the theme's gonna be Aquaman. I got the whole 4-issue miniseries from the Blue Suit.
I love that miniseries. That's one of my favorite DC miniseries.
Yeah, and I love the Blue Suit. Like I've got like the Vigilante right there from that DC when Mattel had the DC figures. I got the Blue Suit.
That's awesome.
But also got the Chuck Brown signed Aquaman going in there, and then a first appearance of Ocean Master going in there.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
There'll be other stuff, but that's the theme stuff for the January giveaway.
All right, so I've got your link. So yeah, your link is up there as well, and I had Classics link up there as well. Although now for some reason I've like lost it. I don't know what the hell I did here.
Yeah, I hear the
Gotcha.
music playing. The kids are firing up Wild Robot for popcorn movie night. I don't know if y'all have seen that. Go watch it. Watch it with your kids if you can. Even it's good. But let me hop
I,
off here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Nosferatu tomorrow.
Oh, Nosferatu. Yep, I'll see
Y'all have
that.
a good night.
All right, take it easy, Mark. See ya.
Good night. Good to meet you.
Bye. All right, guys. All right, I guys, I've got to go. That was my alarm. Well, it's been fun. We'll see you guys on Friday, hopefully for Avengers, and then Sunday as well. So I've got a lot of people coming on for Sunday, Joe Dog. So I'll get them on. Then I'll try to get you on as well. So
Okay.
we'll see what we can figure out. But I might do a versus for it. So think, because we're talking about both Dread movies. But we're going to do it in my category. So it won't just be like which one you like better. We're going to do the story, the pacing. We're going to do it in that sort of category way. So just keep that in mind. But that's it, everybody. Okay. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. And hopefully we'll see you on Friday and Sunday. That's it. Until next time, guys. Go ahead, Classic.
Well, we can talk backstage. We can wait and do that.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. All right. Cool, guys. See ya.
See ya.
Bye. Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe. Hey.